Well, come on inside and get yourself something cool to drink.
Man said no sound. Can you hear me now? Can you hear me now? Yeah, man, this mic keeps plugging out still. Hold on. Can you hear it? Testing? Working? Oh, okay, nice one. Big up the man then, man. Appreciate the love, man. Let me know as well. But yeah, as I was saying, guys, subscribe to the new channel. I say new channel, the old channel. There's a few of you that watch, man, but you ain't subscribed to the other channel yet. So make sure you guys do like the video and obviously subscribe to this channel as well, man. Big up to Sideline in the building. Says big up. And big up to you, bro. Zubiri in the building. Big up, bro. He's saying, what's the mission today, man? Oislap, big up to yourself, man. Hope you're well. New to the channel, and I've not seen that name before. Bread for life, big up, Endz, big up, bro. Big up to Alexander as well. Hope you are blessed. Yeah, just sub there. Nice one, brother. Yeah, man, because I'm gonna be putting a lot of videos on that channel. There's a few up already anyway, man. So if you're interested in the reaction stuff, a more chilled environment where we don't talk about football, we talk about everything else apart from football, because there's more to life than just football. So yeah, man, head over there, man. But as I was saying, man, about the Mo Salah situation, I see a few people posting about he's going to have contract conversation with Liverpool in the next coming days, weeks, months. And I see they tag Fabrizio in it. But I was trying to look on Fabrizio's socials. I can't see nothing, man, about this. So I don't know if it's true, if it's fake news. I don't know. You guys have to let me know, man. But I've looked and I can't find anything to do with that at all. At all. Can't find anything to do with that. So maybe it's true, maybe it's not. It says that he wants to stay and he's comfortable and happy at the club. And obviously the club wants to keep him as well. I think the club would want to keep him. Whether he wants to stay, I don't know, innit? I don't know. And said, I'm all good, man. Go an hour spare. Hour spare? Bro, you never have an hour spare, bro. Big up, man. Where you off to today, man? Where you off to today? Yeah, there is nothing. Yeah, I thought so, bro. I haven't seen anything at all, man. At all about it. But I was seeing, like, obviously him trending and people, like, speaking about it, but I can't see anything anywhere about it, man. Manny only said that Salah means he's not out. Okay. Yeah, I personally don't think he wants to leave. But at the end of the day, man, the next contract he signs is the one that you go, all right, cool, that's the retirement package. Unless he goes, right, I can stay here for a couple of years and then still make that Saudi move to get, the rest of that money. But I don't know, man. I don't know. Mo deals none. I was told by an Egyptian barber this morning. Big up Ash, bro. I know. What is he saying? He's got an inside scoop. I don't know, man. I honestly don't know. But yeah, what I wanted to say, obviously, man, I think the way he started off the season, 3 goals, 3 assists, outstanding so far. We had a conversation, was it yesterday, day before, about the Ballon d'Or list? And I was surprised he wasn't on there, man, after even winning a trophy and still had If it was output, he had a better output than most of them man that made the top 30. But he didn't make it at all in the top 30, man, which is crazy, bro. Which is crazy. But yeah, man, this one I see Diaz saying hopefully he doesn't leave. Bro, I don't know, man. I don't know if Liverpool gonna have to pay Mo a mad contract to keep him, or will he sign on the same contract but just get the extension? Because as I said, I think the next one will be this is the retirement package. It has to be. If not, even if he stays here for 2 years, 2 more years plus the extra year. So that's 3. He's 32, 35. Goes to Saudi at 35. They would still give him money, bro. And he could probably play the way that he trains and keeps himself in shape and stuff like that. He could probably play up to 40, maybe like 39, 38, 39. Especially in the Saudi league, it's not as competitive as obviously Premier League and the European leagues. So maybe you could go there and play, I don't know, for the next 3 years, and then you can go and get that final pay packet out there. I don't know, man. I don't know. Bless up, bro, man. Bless up to you, my bro. Yeah, there was 4 Arsenal players in it. Yeah, me and Sav was talking about it yesterday. So was it Saliba, Martin Odegaard, Saka, and who else was the other one? Who else was the other one? There was one more. Not Rhea. Was it Saliba? Definitely was in it. Odegaard was on it, and Saka. Remind me as the other. Declan Rice. That's the other one. Bro, they won nothing last season. They finished second. I don't know, bro. Like, they didn't get like far in the Champions League. None of their players won anything outside of that. England got to the finals. Yeah, but they lost. So none of them did anything or achieved anything, and they weren't like no outstanding numbers where you're like, you know what? Even though the team didn't play well, we didn't win nothing individually. You know, I finished on this and I got that. None of them did, bro. So that's why I was asking the question yesterday. I don't understand how it's now done. Honestly, don't know how it's done. Yeah, big up, bro. Red Vision. Yeah, it was Declan Rice. I don't get it, man. Big up to Gary as well in the building, man. Liverpool must give Trent, Salah, and Alisson new deals ASAP. I did see Alisson saying about obviously he wants to see out the rest of this contract and then potentially sign a new deal. That would be interesting if we do that. But with Mamardashvili coming in, yeah, you'd think, right, what is he, 23? Alisson contract runs out in, what, 2 years' time? So even if he does that, that's 25 for Mamardashvili competing, and then they give him 26. Yeah, he could take over. That's when we signed Alisson as well, weren't it? Around 26. So, no, I'm hearing, man. I'll definitely give him a new deal with Alisson. I don't think he's got any worse as a goalkeeper. And you could probably tell he's probably getting even better as the time goes on. One of the things that we always criticized Alisson for was his distribution in terms of passing. And it weren't like it was atrocious or bad or anything like that. It was just he wasn't that great in comparison to other goalkeepers. Big up to John Conway in the building as well. Big up, bro. Let's see. Big up to Nick as well, man. Big up, bro. Once again, Liverpool won more than Arsenal. Yeah, but I don't honestly, bro. I don't get it. I don't get it. I know they finished higher than us in the league table, which is fine. They accumulate more points, fine. But it's still nothing. He still didn't win anything at the end of that. If they would have won the league title, then I would have been like, okay, makes sense to leave her in there. It would make sense. Declan Rice, even though I don't think he had a good season, it was just okay. Saka was good, but that's about it. But I could understand why, and Odegaard was good, but they didn't win anything, bro. So I don't get it. I was looking at a list of most of them guys, you know, either won something or had an outstanding season, and I don't think none of them really did. 7 strike, big up, man, big up. Ali is only 31. That's young for a goalkeeper, mate. Yeah, no, I know he's still young, but I'm thinking about the young goalkeeper that we've signed, and he obviously is going to want to play in it, and he's going to want minutes. So I'm thinking, how long does he wait If we're saying he's one of the best young goalkeepers out there, how long does he wait? You know what I mean? So if Alisson deal finishes in 2 years, we then give him an extension. That's 3. Dashvili's, what is he? 23 now. So we're talking about 26 before he gets that. That's the number one, and he's the number one. I don't know. Does he wait? Does he go, no, I want to play? Because it's hard when Alisson don't really make mistakes and he doesn't have bad seasons. It's hard to then take his position. So unless he wants to wait another 3 years before he can definitely say the number one position or spot is his, then yeah. But yeah, no, I don't get it. But yeah, man, I see this is the one I see from anything Liverpool. Big up to them as well on their Twitter page. But I tried to click. I went through Fabrizio stuff. I don't know. Maybe he did it on his YouTube channel. Maybe because he sometimes does these little short clips or short videos on YouTube, and then maybe that's where the information was got, man. But Mo Salah waiting to have a conversation with Liverpool. Liverpool and Mo Salah will talk in next days, weeks, and months. It sounds like something Fabrizio would say, to be fair. So I don't know. I honestly don't know. Good team performance, nothing individually. Okay, big up for that. What do you guys think, man? Do you think Mo will definitely sign, bro? Because I don't know. I don't know. Because what's Mo? 32. Where is he on? 350? Even if we put it up to 4, bro, about 400 grand is mad, you know. I'm not saying he doesn't deserve it. Well, that's a lot of money, bro, because there's other players in there might look and go, right, I offer, maybe not from a goal scoring standpoint, but from what I do for the team, I should be up there as well. And that's like the Virgils and the Alissons, Trents. These guys are what they offer the club, or the, you know what I mean, the team. Yeah, they will probably then ask for that as well. Well, everyone's deal, no one man deal is the same as the other, but yeah, if that's what Mo's going up to, then these guys will be like, hold on a minute, bro. Without me, certain things wouldn't. Do you know what I mean? So I don't know. A year extension on performance zones. A year extension on performance. One guy, yeah, I'd probably give him 2, to be fair. I don't see how he drops off now. I can't see how he drops off. I think he's tailoring his game a bit more. He's not solely relying on just his speed. It's more what he does on and off the ball. Well, off the ball now. His runs, his type of runs, ain't just, let me just run because I'm quick. Decision making in terms of certain passes now he's doing. Obviously, he loves the Trivella pass. But yeah, now I think Mo can carry on and even do more than what he's doing now, to be fair. Ash Trent ain't signing that deal until he knows that Mo is getting. If Mo gets 400, Trent wants 400. Yeah, I'm trying to think. Would he demand that, like 400? I'm sure Trent, obviously on his line, he could go somewhere. I don't know if he'll get 400 somewhere else though. Because I'm trying to think of it apart from Real Madrid, but Real Madrid ain't gonna be paying him 400 off the bat. Maybe they do because they would save money on the transfer if they are seriously interested in him. But yeah, I think Trent probably goes up to maybe like high 2 something, 290, maybe 3 if he's doing a long-term deal. And these men are getting paid some ridiculous amount of money, man. I think it's not just money. Is that in terms of doing with Mo? Or is that to do with Trent sideline? Let me know, bro. Big up Dustin. He needs at least an extension to keep the value. Otherwise, yeah, get rid of him. I think it will be around 370 tops and a 2-year deal. So what is he on now? 350, so 20 grand more. And then an extension. So then he knows he's set for the next couple of years. I don't know, man. We have to wait and see. I'd give him 2 years with an option extension for another year. Yeah, I'll do so as well. I think giving him 2 years, Mo 2 years would be good. But Trent has to get a long term. And then it was looking at Ibu Robbo, Kelleher, they were the other ones that finished. So at the end of this season, they got a year left on their deal as well. But yeah, honestly, I haven't seen anything, man. And then I don't know if you guys seen that Harvey Elliott is injured as well, so he's coming back to the AXA training grounds to see what the issue is. I don't know. He hasn't even got a chance to really show up this season, man, and he's already picked up a knock. So hopefully it's nothing serious, and hopefully he'll be back very, very soon. But I saw that Curtis Jones has obviously stepped up his progress in terms of his injury, the groin injury that he picked up as well. Because we got the West Ham game coming up as well, don't we? So yeah, these guys need to be fit, ready to go, man, for these type of games, for them to get an opportunity to try and, you know, stake a claim in the actual starting 11. Big up, Lee, bro. Hope you're good, man. Hope you're good. See if you guys have any more questions in there. Yeah, that's all right. But yeah, now Harvey, what do you guys make of Harvey this season, man? Did well in the preseason games. Obviously, when we spoke on here, me, Sav, I think Zabiri and Cav, and I think that the main thing was Sobo. There's no real difference between the two as a player. It was just more the physical aspect. Do you guys share that same idea, or do you think, nah, obviously Sobo is better than him? Because Curtis was really, really good in preseason. So it's a shame that he hasn't really had an opportunity to kind of, I don't know, maybe start the season off. But it felt like that Seville game was like the one where Arno was like, yeah, that's my team going into this game, and that's what I want to do going forward. To be fair, I hope he'll get his chances. Yeah, I think he'll get games. Obviously, having a knock or an injury now doesn't help that at all. Revenant, big up, bro. Says Elliott deserves some sub minutes for me. As I said, he will get minutes. It's just when. If it's the cup game, what would these players have to do to stay in this team? Because Sobo is out running, especially that position. So Sobo is running work rate that he's been doing. He's had a couple of assists. His performance levels have been really, really good. I don't know what Harvey would have to do. Maybe you'd have to like have maybe a standout performance, really, really standout performance where he can maybe a couple of assists and a couple of goals where the manager will be like, do you know what? That might deserve a start, you know. And then we assess the team that we're playing against and then go with that. I think Harvey will play when we play multiple games a week. But yeah, if the reports are true, then he's currently picked up a knock. So we have got this month is where we start playing the multiple games. But yeah, man. Because we were Curtis really good in preseason. Which preseason? He wasn't too bad in this one. I know there was a few moments when he gave the ball away and stuff like that, passing it into the mad open spaces. But no, man, he deserves it. He deserves a shot, man. Even if, as I said, everyone deserves a shot and a clean slate under the manager. And I know, obviously, Curtis obviously got injured, so we won't know. We won't know. Elliott impact sub the best, and will probably peter out like Harry Wilson. Harry Wilson, I thought like he should have an opportunity at Liverpool. He never had an opportunity at Liverpool, to be fair. I thought he had a wonderful left foot. Didn't really show it what he could do at Liverpool, but hey, he's gone on to do other things, and you can still make a career and play in the Premier League, can't you? Even if it's not at Liverpool. But Harvey is a better player than Harry Wilson, though. We just need to see Harvey Elliott get the opportunity and play in this team. Doesn't allow Curtis. Zabiri has an issue with him, man. First 11 days back, Forest, Milan, Bournemouth, West Ham, sub starts and get minutes. Start definitely. Yeah, don't like the Forest game. I don't know if you'll rotate the team. It depends on how the players come back. So if they come back and they've got knocks or whatever, maybe there's a rotation in the squad. The Milan game, I can probably see that. Bournemouth one, probably see that, and obviously the West Ham. Those are the ones you'd probably see it more. The Forest one, I don't know if he just sticks to what he's been doing and just go with that until we see what happens. Elliott is better a number 10 ends. No, he's more of a creative player than Sobo in that. Sobo is more of the runner. He can create, but Elliott's got that cuteness to his passing and stuff like that. And now he's starting to shoot more. He's starting to get a bit more goals as well. He's a bit more clever with the type of through balls he offers. But Sobo has his benefits as well, man. But they're two different types of players, aren't they? To be fair, but it'd be interesting to see who gets picked, in the next game. But Harvey's obviously got the knock, so I don't know what will happen there. McAllister, man, I did see Angel's thing about McAllister. I did see online, right? People were just saying that there's people in the fan base that don't like McAllister. I don't think that's true, bro. That's definitely not true. That we don't like McAllister. Well, I can only speak for myself, and I'm sure you guys don't dislike him either. But I feel like people just say, nah, we don't like, because some of us have criticized some of his performances so far this season. Doesn't mean you don't like him. He's just not been up to par, which is fine. He can get better, but he had a really, really good game. Scored his goal. I did see his stats from the game as well, and I watched some of it more on the highlight side than the actual game itself. He looked good, man. He looked good, comfortable on the ball, kept it simple, kept it ticking. The same thing he does for us, to be fair. But he popped up in the box and he took his goal well. But yeah, is it the Enzo comments? No, I haven't seen the Enzo comments. What comments he talking about, Dustin? Let me know. Actually, Elliott can't make these third man runs. Sobo to be beast with a third man run. I can see Diaz getting minutes. Diaz getting minutes and Sobo roll. Diaz dropping. Is it a 10? It's like it is a 10, but it's not a 10. That'll be interesting to see if Diaz could play in that position, in and around the striker. And then what, Cody goes over that side. But I'd rather see Elliott playing there than Diaz, to be fair. Because Diaz is doing bits over on that left-hand side right now. So I wouldn't want to change that. But Elliott, yeah. Now, Elliott can play in there, but I get what you mean about those powerful third-man runs. I'm getting minutes. Soboro, Chiesa, and Gakpo getting used on the left side too. I think Chiesa will be used on the right more than the left. Because we only have one right-sided guy, bro. So I think, in my opinion, I don't think what's the use of having, you got Cody Gakpo and Diaz, and you still want to utilize Chiesa on that side, unless the manager uses Elliott on the right, which I wouldn't want to see. I'd rather him play, as that 10 or that inside midfielder or right-sided 8, whatever way the manager wants to kind of use it and work it, instead of just using, nah, man, put Chiesa there, Gakpo can start there, Elliott can go there in the middle. That's what I'd rather see than anything else, bro, to be fair. Big up, Pete. Answer, yes, Mr. Shirley Biscuit. Big up, bro. Hey, bro, we need to do, I was saying to the guys in the group, innit, for you, man, that we need to do, I want to do a group stream with the Mandem, because there's everyone in there supports a different team, to be fair. And obviously Spurs doing Spurs stuff. I'd love to hear what the Spurs fan has to say about it. That Diaz isn't that type of 10. He's not 10 in general. Gary Bigger says Konate has looked impressive and Nunez needs to start and give Jota a rest. Yeah, Nunez. I think Nunez will get minutes coming up now as well, man. Nunez will definitely get some minutes as well. God, people already throw him under the bus already, man, which is crazy, man. Just give him the opportunity. Give him the opportunity. As I said, I'm giving him one more season. If he doesn't cut it now, then he won't cut it. Yeah, bro, and you're ready. All right, man. I'll shout the man, because I know some of the guys are scared to be on camera and that, moving all nervous. I told them they can have the camera off. which is just easier for them. If you know, if the man them are scared, don't have their makeup on and that. Or some man worry about their looks too much. Let's go on. But yeah, McAllister, man, really, really good game. But yeah, I didn't like what people were saying in these spaces, man, that we're getting onto him and we don't rate him. It's so crazy. If you just say you question or criticize performances, automatically you don't like the player. The same as me, to be fair. When I criticize more about performances, man, they were like, well, you don't want him, you want him out the club. Yeah, if he carries on with these stinky performances, yeah. But now he's adding the performances and the output. I don't have an issue with that. The output is fine, bro, but I do need to see you perform for the team as well. Because outputs can be anything. You can stink the place up for 75 minutes, still get a goal and all. And what people expect you to do is just forget about the performance. You can't do that, bro, because after a while, it then, takes a toll on the team. And that's what we start to see. He was getting his numbers, which is fine. But then the team was suffering from a defensive aspect. And Trent was getting doubled up on. Trent didn't help himself as well with the lackluster type of defending and stuff like that. But, as Savage said, man, them man, they had a stroke down the right-hand side. So you could see that every team that we played against was just trying to cook us down that side. It didn't help that the man them weren't performing properly, bro. And now they're performing. You can see now teams are like, what side do we go and attack them on? I need to go and check that number, though, to see, because we played 3 games. I want to see what the 3 teams, what side they try to attack us down the most, and see if it is still down the right-hand side. Or has that changed? I'm glad to see Diaz performing. He was performing before, bro. He just wasn't getting the goals. And that's why I said the difference is now people can perform and not get the goals. And because they're getting the goals, then people notice it more, which is fine. But his output last season wasn't too bad at all compared to the other wingers in his positions in the league as well. So I get it, man. I get it. Nunez and Diaz fraud watch. Nunez and Diaz on fraud watch. Are they on fraud watch, bro? And people can call me out. I'm waiting for longer than 3 games. How many games last season would you say that they played shit in though? Like you can say like raw, he was, say Nunez. Let's say Nunez last season. How many games was he like terrible in? Where you're like, bro, there was no point in even being on the pitch. I'd love to know that number. Let me know. Wataru, man. Wataru scored a goal on international break. Good header, by the way. Good cross. They beat China 7-0. That's crazy still. And then, man, they cooked up a team quickly. But he's waiting for his opportunities as well. But I know most people don't. Do you guys still rate Wataru, though, in the chat? Do you guys rate him, or do you want to sell him as well? Do you want to get rid of him? Do you rate him? Do you want to get rid of him? Do you think he can still play? Can he play a part at Liverpool Football Club? If in January we get someone else, would you then just sell him? Say 𝑑𝑫𝑎𝑧𝑰𝑵𝑚𝑬 had come in, would you have got rid of him? That's me. I rate him 7 strike. Yeah, I rate it. Okay, cool. Upgrade onwards. Okay, fair enough. Fair enough. No, fair enough. I would like to see Nunez up top with Keys and Salah rotating as a second striker position. I'd like to see that as well, Alexander, bro, just to see what happens. I want to see Chiesa play anyway, just in general. Can't wait to see this man play. And then Nunez as well. I feel like he would. Bro. Anyways, we have to wait and see, man. We have to wait and see. Lisa, do we have a choice until we have someone better? Then no. You do have a choice because, Sobo can fill in if you need him to. Elliott can go and play in the 10. Yeah, no. If you had 𝑑𝑫𝑎𝑧𝑰𝑵𝑚𝑬, then you could probably. But even then, even if I had 𝑑𝑫𝑎𝑧𝑰𝑵𝑚𝑬, would I sell Wataru? No, I don't think I would. Obviously, then you'll be like, where does he get in? Because, Gravenberch, we didn't expect him to do, or some sections Didn't expect him to do well this season. He's doing well. 𝑍𝑬𝑚ENDY was the guy that the manager identified, so he would have then been there. Then yeah, probably you'd have to sell him because then there would be no opportunity. There would be hardly any opportunities for him to play, to be fair. And they played well against City and Arsenal. Tyler Morton, and yeah, I think he'll get an opportunity as well. He's been on a few loans now. Last one was really, really good. But until you proper play in the Premier League and you have minutes, that's the only way you're going to be able to tell. I think he's ready for the men's game, but at the same time, you have to kind of wait and see, man. He has to play minutes in the Prem and play against some difficult teams, see different tests and see if he can handle it. And then you can make an assessment on him. But I think he's a good player. But he has to play. He has to play to see if he can play against these players in the Prem. Christian, big up, man, says sell Endo and then upgrade, need more quality in the DM midfield in general. Yeah, no, I get it. But that's the thing though, man, because it looks like the manager wants more of a deep line playmaker than an actual DM. Do we go out there and get an actual DM, a hybrid of it, which is probably the 𝑍𝑬𝑚ENDY that, you know, the manager said he wanted, but he doesn't want to come to us. And that's strange because I see that a lot of people still want him as well, man. I'm like, I don't, if someone don't want you, bro, and don't want to move to your club, then let's move on, man. Let's identify someone else. Comes in, because I don't know if this guy's going to end up saying that he's homesick or something random, man, eventually. Liverpool's the best move for your career right now, bro. You can see that there's something we're building. And you chose to stay, which is fine. You can choose to stay. It's your choice. But then you're going to change your mind again, and then you say you want to come, and then in 2 years, 3 years time, I change my mind again. You like, bro, we need players that's going to be committed to the cause, man. You don't need these guys that's just changing their mind on a whim, sleeping and then just changing your mind every day. Bro, that's crazy, man. LFC showing Chiesa clips training on YouTube. Did anyone else watch 𝑍𝑬𝑚ENDY last night? I didn't watch him last night. I did see the Chiesa clips though. This man looks sharp as hell, bro. Looks sharp, really, really good. Big up, G. Big up, bro. Hope your birthday was good yesterday, man. We have one number 38 special ones. Yeah, no, man. Gravenberch is cooking, man. He's cooking still. Speaking of the devil, man. If I'm being honest, not getting a single minute at the Euros continued to ground on me after the tournament. Bro, didn't play no minutes, which is fine, bro. You know what I mean? That's enough rest time now. Now you're reaping the rewards now. Now you're performing. You're doing well for Liverpool Football Club. You're playing with a smile. You're cooking up teams like Manchester United. And then now you're getting your just reward now. So you're going to get first team football for your international, for your international team now. And you're going to be one of the main guys in the team, bro. So that I think it was good. It was just good that you had the time to rest, and it was good that you had the time to kind of, assess and look back at what you was doing and stuff like that. But some of the comments, man, about and I see him say that some people was calling him lackadaisical and stuff like that. And he said the reason why no one's using that now, and he said like that's his style in it. He's just laid back kind of guy. So he said the reason why people are not using those kind of words no more is because he's performing. Which is right, bro. When you're performing, no one has an issue with you. And it's not to say he wasn't, but there were some games last season that he didn't really show up. But there were some really, really good performances in there. But he's still mad young as well, 22, 23 next year. Like, still a young midfielder learning his trade. In my opinion, we'll play a pivot without a lone 6 this season. Okay. The double pivot is working though. I like it, bro. I really, really like it. It helps us defensively as well. Massively helps us defensively. And big up Dustin says Grab just took a year to integrate. That's normal. Yeah, but at the same time, I think if we would have carried on using him the exact same way as well, possibly we might not see the best of him as well. I think this Because sometimes you just have to help a player or put him in a position that suits him best, or find a system that suits him best to then get the best out of him, and then you can start expanding and utilizing him in other positions that he's good at. But I think if we carried on trying to do what we, I don't know. I just think this is kind of giving him a platform and a base to grow and continue from. But it's good, man. Let's not forget Endo plays centre back at a push. I would not want him at centre back. Good ahead of the Japan the other night, but I don't want him at centre back still. But I hear it. He can play it. I don't want him there, man. I don't want him there. He couldn't go into DM. I said the best way for us to use Wataru, man, is if you're going to start him, you can use him in certain cup games. But the best way to utilize him at times would be those games where we're 1-0 up and we just want to see out the game, or it's one of those games when we want to push some players a bit more forward because we need a goal. You can put him in there, man, and he'll do his bit for the team as well. Yeah, he may take a year, but didn't look that good last season. And the crazy thing, G, I think he would have not carried on in the same way, but I feel like, and this is no diss to the old manager, I don't know if we would have changed it and put him in this position, but I felt like he didn't have a platform to really build from. And I feel like now he has that. And maybe just adjusting his position within the game, or utilizing him in a different role, or what his requirements is, has given him something to kind of build from. So it's not a knock. I think it might have carried on the way he was playing. It might have been just in and out inconsistently. But obviously, I'm not a fortune teller or anything like that, so I don't know. I can't predict the future. Maybe he would have started off the exact same if we carried on with the exact same coaches and managers and stuff like that. We should manage his minutes. Yeah, but at the moment, we don't need to. At the moment, we definitely don't need to. We're playing, what, 1 game a week? Obviously, when we come back, we're going to be playing more. So, yeah, you can rotate and stuff like that. But, yeah, man, he's having an outstanding season so far, man. And it's only 3 games, and I get it. I understand the skepticism behind it in terms of you don't want to just overrate him too much, and it's only 3 games and stuff like that. But the performances are there, and you know that there's a level that he can hit, and you could probably say there's probably still more left in there. And if he can do this and just be consistent, I can't see where the problem will lie with him, unless obviously, you know, he doesn't get injured or something like that. But I think he can carry on this form and really, really show up this season for us. Yeah, this picture here, man. I don't know if you guys saw it. Virgil posted it and put the Gin and Juice tune soundtrack behind it as well, man. Another guy that needs some minutes is Cody Gakpo. He needs some minutes in the team now, but he has to wait his opportunity because Lucho's taking that left side, and that's his now. It's his to lose, and I don't see him losing it anytime soon. I know his performance in the first 20 minutes, maybe the first 30 minutes, half an hour, maybe just but that's the whole team anyway. They weren't playing that good, but yeah, after that, man, yeah, after he scored his goals and stuff like that, really, 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 really good. Let's see, Chiesa as well. I wanted to kind of see what you guys think, man. When do you think Chiesa will play? Do you think he plays in the next game? That means someone has to come off the bench. Does he play in the who we got next? Forest, right? Does he play in the Forest game? Because that'll be interesting. Let me see. Forest. Depends to see. Surprise last year. Game. Yeah. Should known it. Yep, read that one. Yeah, the pivot. Yeah, definitely the pivot helps with 𝑵𝑬𝑾𝑺. What was that? So Curtis should be ready and make a replacement for 𝑘ravs. But if he don't step up, he should leave. Damn. You want Curtis to leave as well? I know about leaving, but honestly, I don't get it, actually, to be fair. I don't get it but I get what you don't see that he has a position in the team currently, and I don't know if he ever will have a position in the team. And I don't know if he didn't get injured, could he have played a part in the 3 games. Probably could have, and then maybe would have changed our mind slightly. But yeah, I wouldn't want him to leave yet. I don't think he's in a position where I'm like, nah, he can't offer something to the team. He needs to step up. No, he does. He does. But there was times last season and the season before where he did step up for us. So I know that there is a player there and there is something there that he can offer. So allow Curtis, you know. I think he'll make his debut against Forest. Are we at home for the Forest game? I'm sure we are. Let me know, guys, in the chat. We're at home for that one. Lee, rotate for the Forest or keep momentum and rotate later. I'm really glad it's not my call. As I said earlier, I think keep it the same if everyone comes back fit and there's no like niggly injuries or little knocks or something. Keep it the same. I don't think you necessarily need to change it now. I think it's working, it's fine. And then you can adjust it with the other games coming up. Because you're going to have to, especially if we're going to be playing 3 games a week. Definitely going to have to. Let's get this one. We can't keep Curtis and Elliott. It makes no sense. One or both have to go. Why do you think one or both have to go? Because Elliott is a really good player. Curtis, we've seen step up when we've needed him. So why do they need to go? Do you not think they can offer anything to the team going forward? Actually, you said you got it. Or rather you explain it instead of you know what I mean? Hold on. Let me send it. Download. And you send it in there. Yeah, I'm sending it now so you can explain it. I'll send it. It's there, man. Jump in and explain it. So people can have clarity behind what you're saying. Where am I there? Needs to be fit. Where was I? Seamus Elliott was a Klopp favourite because of his work rate, but he needs a lot to prove in terms of his output. But he was doing that, weren't he? His output was improving. I think that last season was his best output in terms of numbers. So I think he has improved. He was showing that with his output. I think he would have done that as well. We saw in pre-season with a couple of assists and stuff like that. So I think he could have. I think he could have definitely shown up for us this season. If he started from the start, but that's fine. He's not, and I think there's plenty of games for him to get and to show people differently. Chris says Elliott, yes. Curtis be keeping the medical team company. Big up, G.
Yo, what's going on, Endz Man? You good?
Big up, bro. How was your birthday yesterday, first and foremost, man?
Bro, it was good, man. It was good. Big up, by the way, everybody who showed love, man, by the way, man. Much love and appreciation, man. It was good. It was good still. 21 and that, you know what I'm saying? Now we move.
And you was 39 and 40.
Bro, listen, you lot had people DMing me saying, oh, say swear, I didn't know you was that. Oh, I said, bruv, like, don't listen to the people in these flipping contents, man. They don't know what they're talking about. They don't know what they're talking about.
41 and 39, bro.
Give me 2 seconds here. Give me 2 seconds.
Yeah, cool. They always calling me old anyway, bro. 𝑑𝑏𝑧𝑰𝑵𝑗. Big up, bro.
Big up, man.
Yeah, you have to explain to the people I'm saying, blood. People I'm saying they ain't rating your take on that
one. I mean, to be honest, it's weird. And the reason why I say it's weird, obviously you play FIFA with Curtis and you said man got to 99 in that. So if I played with Curtis and he got that far, I'll probably rate him high, right? Just to give you a context of how we perceive football.
Right.
What are the fans said? We need to challenge, we need to dominate. Yeah. Every fan said that, we need to challenge or we need to dominate. If I said, okay, tell me two players, Curtis or Elliott, which one helped us challenge and dominate? No one is picking them two players. So off the principle of what the fans say, as far as challenge and dominate, none of them is going to identify Curtis or Elliott as two players that helps us challenge or dominate. And that's just what it is. The best we've seen of Curtis is the 10-game run that he had towards the back end of that season, what was really crap with the midfield before Klopp left. And the best we've seen of Elliott was probably last season as a super sub. Curtis been here 5 years, Elliott 2, or maybe 3. That's way too much time for us to be like, yeah, we need to keep man around. It's that keeping man around that's like subpar, mid-level. We're talking like Aston Villa level to maybe even like a Brighton level in there. Like that's the caliber of players they are at the moment. Can they go on to do bigger and better things? Sure, but we don't need to keep them here for them to become that. Because in order for them to become that, they have to be grafting and grinding, kind of like Conor Gallagher was grinding at Crystal Palace. I'm not saying he's of the level, but I'm talking about that game in, game out grinding. They need that. They're not gonna get there coming off the bench in one-offs. They're not gonna get that doing that. You know football, bro. You only get to that level Eze cooking, Olise cooking, grinding week in, week out, bad weeks, good weeks. That's how you get to that level. Jack Grealish was grafting at Villa, up and down and up again with Villa. Bro, you don't get to that level sitting on the bench doing a Origi setting. You don't get there. So they're not there now. They're never going to get there with spots, just random drop-ins. And they're not going to get there. And they're not there now. So one or both has to go, because if one go, the other one might get more minutes. If both go, then they both can get more minutes. So that's what I'm saying. It has nothing to do with the agenda. It's just a pure footballing thing. You can disagree with it, but I haven't seen no man other than Foden get spots off the bench and become what he is. And it's fair to say Foden was probably already him. So.
Nah, that's fair. Look, but that's the thing, innit? We're gonna if we did sign, say we signed 𝑍𝑬𝑚ENDY. Yeah, when you look at the midfield, you'd be like one of them, and obviously we only seen what Gravenberch is doing now, so he could have been in the same situation if 𝑍𝑬𝑚ENDY signed. It could have been Curtis, Harvey, or Gravenberch trying to find a position in the team. Because I always thought the manager would have used Szoboszlai. Even though people said he didn't have a good season last season, I think he had a good start, poor finish. That's fine, can happen. But I felt like he would have used him more because there's more reference points that you could have been like, right. Harvey would have been given an opportunity. We saw it in pre-season, but at the same time as well, if 𝑍𝑬𝑚ENDY signed and you use Sabo because he has more of a physicality about him, then who would be on the bench then? Because there'll be 4 midfielders to be fair, because Wataru is on that list as well. Who would have made the bench? Because you can only have 9 men on the bench. So one of them midfielders would have to have missed out. And you'd want a defensive midfielder on there because you don't know what can happen in the game. But then you take Curtis and Elliott. They're more of the creative side, but Curtis can play in the deep line thing as well. One of them would probably have missed out. You're going to need the legs of Gravenberch maybe to carry the ball in certain games. Oh no, man, it's going to be interesting. But I still feel that there's players there to be real. I'm not going to strongly disagree with your comments, because I get what you're saying. But I still feel that there's players there. Maybe it's just me that think they can offer something to the club.
But like I said, Endz, it all depends on how you perceive it, because we're talking about 2 players that have no nailed down position in our midfield.
Yeah.
And yet still people would say we need a midfield. So that I'm trying to show you, like, if it was any other man, I'd probably like, you know what, I can hear it. Bro, we have 2 midfield players. No one even counted them in. We ain't even counting him like, yeah, maybe we need him for the depth and none of that. We're just like, nah, we need this guy, and then whoever's in there now can be the backup. Bro, that's 2 young midfielders, bro. When I mean young, I'm talking about they're at the age where they should be knocking on the first team. None of the fans is really putting them up there like, yeah, I mean, there's Jones, but that's the energy. Jones can do a job, but they don't want just to do a job, bro. They want certainty. You know what I mean? Like, obviously, I'm not knocking them. They definitely have qualities. Like I said, Elliott coming off the bench. The thing with Elliott, when he comes off the bench and it works, it works. He can come off the bench and just be another runaround, bro. Just running around doing the 360 turning thing, limited passes of range, weak on the right foot. Jones comes on, recycles the ball very well, holds on to it a little bit too long. He might actually thrive in this system. But from where I'm standing, bro, it'll be like a Marco Gruich type of thing. Of the age to be breaking into first team or going out on loan. Almost like your Nat Phillips. At that point, bro, you might as well just sell him. You're better off selling him. Look the way at obviously these guys get a bigger platform, but the Mano guy. Mano guy comes in and man's going to like freaking getting called up immediately. Like that type of breaking. Obviously it's a shit midfield, which should be a testament to our midfield, but like Jones and Elliott ain't moving the needle that far. I know there's some people say there's a Liverpool bias, but still, that also is the platform of what football at this level is. You're either is it or you're not, bro. Like, we can't just be like, yo, Balotelli was the coldest striker when he was at Liverpool. Yeah, we know man got ability, but it's your ability to utilize those qualities at the highest level. Now, if you're telling me these players have the ability, when they get the opportunity, bro, they need to be taking it. They need to be capitalizing, and I feel like that might be their own downfall because they definitely got minutes and got time. Elliott super sub, whose fault was it he wasn't a starter in that moment? Was it the manager limiting his quality, or that's all we got to go off, bro?
I'll get G's opinion on this because this is a good question as well. Chris said, I like Jones' confidence and swag, but what has he done? Elliott is humble and the team. Let's break down the first bit then. Confidence and swag. He's got that. But what has he done?
None.
No, but it has to be something, bro.
It's the thing is, yeah, Curtis Jones, he's kind of unlucky. You came through during a period of time when we were at our best. You was not getting into that team. It doesn't matter. Squad player, it just wasn't happening. Fair enough, no worries. Now that team's obviously done and dusted, you now come to this team. We saw back end of that season where we finished 5th. Obviously, he was like one of our best players, right? Then the beginning of beginning of last season. Obviously, he's in the team, he's in the midfield, but we buy 4 midfielders. So you're like, okay, fair. We got rid of some, but you know, we bought 4. We got 𝑑𝑫𝑨𝑍𝑰, we got McAllister, we got Endo, we got Gravenberch. 3 of those at least are thinking, yo, I'm trying to play too. Do you get what I'm trying to say? So fair enough. You got to have to at least battle with at least one of those. And at the time, we probably all thought it'll be between, say, like him and Gravenberch, if for that one position. He played, got injured. Once he started getting injured, Endo then comes into the fold. Now it's Endo, McAllister, 𝑑𝑫𝑨𝑍𝑰. Now the need for a Jones isn't really there anymore. And I think 𝑧abiri kind of hit the nail on the head, man, because he has been here for a while. And at no point are we saying here he is one of our midfielders that we want in the team. Like, we want him in the starting lineup every game if he's fit, etc., etc. If he was fit right now, you tell me who's coming out of that team, because it ain't Gravenberch, it ain't 𝑑𝑫𝑨𝑍𝑰, and it ain't. You can maybe make a case for McAllister just because he hasn't been the best out of the 3. Okay, exactly. And so now we're doing this. Now, obviously, we from a fan's perspective, it's a team game, bro. So we need, bench players. But Curtis is what, 23, 24. I don't think he's trying to still look at himself as, oh, I'm still a bench player. I've been here my whole life, and this is the best I've been able to get to the point where, like 𝑧abiri said, we're still asking for another midfielder. These times we got Jones just chilling. And that's just Jones. Elliott, maybe he can chill for maybe another year or 2.
So the statement, obviously, I'd like what he did with the John. Man said confidence and swagger, and then he said Elliott is humble and team oriented. But I think Elliott has a bit of swagger about him as well, man. I don't think he's humble, bro. I think he's got that little fight and that little dog in him as well. He wants to.
Who wants to play?
You know,
But yeah, man,
like,
Elliott.
like, you know what's sad though? Real talk. If we're gonna say these men are it, and I would never say this, it would be a testament to how good our team is that we have these men that are it, but can't get to the best that we have. Because when we do have, our squad ain't it, then what the hell are we doing with these men then? You see what I'm trying to say, G? So it's almost like to accept these men, we have to say it's not their fault they can't get into the best team. But then when we come onto the first team, we're like, this team ain't good enough. So it's like we're having two weird conversations. So we have to pick a side. If we're saying these men are it, we have to accept that the first team is solid. Like your point, G. We have to just admit the first team is solid. If we're not going to say the first team ain't solid, we're going to have to say, these men ain't it. And that's just basically what I feel like it boils down to, because Elliott is not displacing Salah. And physicality-wise, we always talk about how the Prem is physical. We ain't backing Elliott to go up against like a freaking, Newcastle back four and then big physical men. I would rather say the team is it, but these men ain't enough to challenge the first team and kind of be like right down the middle. But there's no way I'm saying these men are it and the team is just this great that there's no room for improvement because we have adequate backup. No one is saying we have adequate backup. I've never heard anyone said we've got adequate backup other than me saying we have 2 players for each position. But that doesn't mean adequate backup. That just means we have 2 bodies in every position.
I'll put a poll in the chat.
That's the best I can give them.
I'll put a poll in the chat to see what the people think as well, man. Who would we guys keep, bro? If you were gonna get rid of them, get rid of one of them. Who are you guys keeping? Elliott or Jones?
So I'm gonna jump because I only came in for this and I like the poll. I run the poll. I would say Jones because there's no way you should have that time and can't make the most of it. He had some injuries, whatever might happen, but if you was him, you would have came right back to it. So I agree when you said Elliott might have more time, but bro, we can't have man here for 7 years and can't touch the first team, bro. That's ridiculous. That's ridiculous, bro. So
He
I would
has
say
touched
push
the first
Jones,
team.
bring Elliott.
But he has touched the first team. He was in there last season
for 10
until he got injured.
games?
No, but he was in there.
I'd
He
say.
got injured and he got the red card. So those are the reasons why he fell out.
You know what that reminds me of? Right before when you're first about to get your first little action is that as young tenderoni, and then you gotta, because before you can get in it, you have to touch it. Remember the first time you touch it, you're like, yo, my days. That's all Jones got, bro. He just got a touch of it, man. He hasn't really been in it. You know what I mean? So it's exciting, man, getting a touch, but getting a touch don't mean you solidify. You know what I mean? So unfortunately, it'll be Jones, man. He always picks up some weird knocks as well, man. Surely this is annoying now. Sure.
But them Thiago hips, man, always turning and shit. So, you know what I mean? You're going to get those
Anyway,
growing.
man. Yo, G, bless up, bro. Good to see you, man. Bless up on your 39. Belated in that, man. You know what I'm saying? Don't let them fool you, bro. 39 is the new 29. You know what I mean?
Hey, I'm closer to 29 than I am 39, but big up.
He said 29 is
Big up, man.
Nah, but you know, even like what 𝑵𝑬𝑾𝑺 was saying, like he did touch the first team. Endz is right. He did touch the first team, but when you're not that important, and it depends on how you see it and in our like how you see our team, but you're not that important where we're like Jones is back, thank God, he goes straight back into the team. I feel like we should have seen that by now. Like I said, for us, it's a team game. So to have an extra body for us is calm. I'm just trying to think of it in his eyes in terms of how is he seeing this right now? Obviously, I think it came out, you mentioned how much he's getting paid and stuff like that. So I wonder what that looks like moving forward. But I definitely think, listen, this season is big for a lot of players, though. I think you mentioned this anyway at the beginning of the season in terms of giving people like second chances and stuff like that. Yeah. Like, obviously, it's a new manager, a new system, etc. For everybody, this is a big season, bro. So I think we'll have the answer to a lot of the questions we've had with like Klopp and stuff like that at the end of this season, because then we'll know certain players. Let's say whoever. Let's say, for example, if Salah didn't start the season how he started, and let's say Salah was stinking it up and he stinks it up all season, cool. Everyone will be happy to say, let's wash our hands of him. Let's keep it moving. And other players as well. Like if they stink it up, or if they don't do well, whatever, in this team for this season, I think that's when you have to, I'm not saying you have to literally just let them go in that way, but this is where let's start entertaining a few bids. Let's start having a few conversations, you know, other clubs, because the reality is, from a player perspective, not from fans, let's take our head out of it for 2 seconds. Player perspective, no player wants to sit on the bench for 7, 8, 9 years and be told, yeah, you're going to just be part of the furniture. No, it doesn't work like that. You know it, we know.
What if you're playing for one of the biggest clubs in the world? And
I think that would only work at Real Madrid. I think that's like Dani Ceballos at Real Madrid. I think he'll be super calm that he got a Champions League medal last season. And I promise you, he didn't play those games. Do you get what I'm trying to say? But I don't, even at Manchester City, when, you know, all this time that they've been winning, when they had the Mahrez, the Sterling, Bernardo Silva, Foden, all of these guys all rotating, they're still playing enough games. Like when I looked at the thing, they're still playing between 20 and 30 games. And I'm talking something like 20 of those are coming as starts because of just the silly amount of rotation, the positions that some of these guys having to play. Bernardo Silva from right wing into midfield, so he can get more game time in that way, kind of thing. So, I mean, we just saw Julian Alvarez say, I want to bounce, man. I ain't playing enough games. The guy played how many games last season? And he's still not happy. And he just won another Premier League. So even winning a Premier League isn't even enough for these guys to even stay. So
he wanted a beach.
Yeah, he wanted a beach. You get what I'm trying to say? It's these kind of things, and I think that's just what it is with someone like Curtis. He because he supports the club, you may be able to keep it going for a bit longer, but he's gonna start making noise.
Is Wharton this shift conversation, because it's Mr. Sammy from the Daily Mail saying that obviously we're interested in him with Man City as well. Is a Wharton better than a Curtis Jones?
Don't know yet. Can I just have a little chat on Curtis, because I'm a massive fan of Curtis, but like, look, he came into the team in 2019. Okay, that's his debut. Like it's a long time ago. Like and geez, right, it's a long time ago. 86 games. It's in the league, 7 goals, 5 assists. 133 games, 16 goals, 13 assists in every single tournament. His injuries have massively prevented him from being anything. Like 2018-19, he got his debut in the FA Cup. Yeah, 2019-20, played 6 league games, 4 in the FA Cup, 2 in the League Cup. So he was a bit part player then. 2020, 2021, 24 games, 2 in the FA Cup, 2 in the League Cup, 5 in Europe. That's when he came into the team and played 34 games in total. 2021, 15 games, 27 in total. 2022, 23 games. 2023, 36 games. And obviously this season, none. Like, are we expecting too much from a guy that's 23? Like, that's my question, because he's played quite a lot for such a young age. If you're thinking in those terms, are we just thinking that this guy should have been like a Foden 2 years ago? Because I think maybe we're jumping the gun a bit, and I think someone who's had over 133 games for us in total for a 23-year-old, is that so bad? Like that's the question. Like, he's happy to be a squad player. He's on 15 grand a week, and he signed a new contract last year, didn't he, with Gomez? So that's my question. Like, are we expecting too much from a 23-year-old? Because he's played more games than Ramsey for Villa, by the way.
No, listen.
And everyone's waxing lyrical about him.
It's not about what do we expect from him, but you play for a team like Liverpool Football Club and you want to win trophies. You have to show up. And I'm not saying he didn't, because I think he did last season up until the red card and the injury. I think he showed up. But he still hasn't been able to cement a position in the team.
But is he supposed to?
Yeah,
That's
you're
the
meant to as a
question.
midfielder. You're meant to. As a first-team footballer, the aim is to secure your position unless, obviously, injuries and stuff like that. But it felt like he couldn't get his position back. When we're saying Sobo didn't have a good season, people say 𝑵𝑬𝑨𝑍 didn't have a good season. Some people like 𝑤𝑎𝑡𝑎RA at the start and then wanted him out near the end. And then �ՄcAllister was the only shining light. So that means there was still positions there for someone to take. There was still a midfield position there. And he still didn't take it.
I thought it was
Even
really
with the gaps.
unfortunate with the red card and the injury. That kind of
No,
derailed us.
that's why I said
But
that's fine.
how many times? How many times have we had that
good.
conversation about Jones though? Like an injury has derailed his move into the team. Like when there's been opportunities there. I mean, it happened with what's his name last season, Tsimikas. Like he had his opportunity, and he started well. We could be having a different conversation now. He could be our starter, like this season, if he hadn't have injured his shoulder and then dropped back out of the team. Like,
I don't. Sorry.
Yeah, go on, mate. Go on.
No. All I was gonna say, because I see what you guys are saying in the comments. I don't want you guys to sit here and think, listening to us, that we are saying we don't want backups. I just need people to understand that we're not saying that we don't want backups. Every team needs backups in positions, etc. What we're trying to, I guess, kind of look at it is from a player perspective, not necessarily from a fan. That's what I said before. Take the fan out of your brain for 2 seconds. If you was this player and you played this amount of games, like the amount of games that K-Max said, and you'd been injured this amount of times, and you've been unlucky in this type of situation, whatever, how would you be looking kind of at the situation? Do you get what I'm trying to say? Not as a fan, of course. Well, you want as many players as possible to, like 𝑍𝑵𝑐 said, 2 players per position. Yeah, that it sounds great in theory, right? But when you've got some of those players who are potentially looking at their position and saying, don't know, you know, as would you say 2019 he made his debut? It's now been 5 years, and Jones is not a first team player. In that time, we've had a rotation of about 6 midfielders come and go. So in terms of Fabinho, Endo, Milner, obviously have all kind of come out. He's kind of been able to come in a little bit. We've then signed, as I said, 𝑤𝑎𝑡𝑎RA, Endo, Gravenberch, 𝑧𝑰𝑵𝑧𝑍 and �ՄcAllister. Jones is still not ahead of these guys. In fact, he's not even in the mix with these kind of guys. So when you're looking at it from that perspective, the only thing you can say is for him, this is just a big season. We don't know what's going to happen. Anything can happen. We can keep using we need players because of injuries, but I don't think I've met a single footballer or spoken to a single footballer who sits there and prays for someone to get injured for them to be able to play. Do you think Kovacic left Chelsea to come to Manchester City because he was going to be happy sitting on the bench? No, he had to work his way to get into the team. Guess what? Kovacic starting this season, house on fire.
Yeah.
Would you
He's off to Saudi next year.
From this question from Bob, right? So do you want every 2 to 3 years and completely change our B team because they can't reach the first team?
Let's put it this way. There's a reason why Man City will always be the best. Their B team is their A team. That's the difference.
Red and White Yang says Trent took the starting role at what age? To be fair, that opened up for him still, because
Klein got injured in that.
Yeah, that opened up, because I don't know if he would have taken off of a fit Klein at the time, bro. Fit Klein was on it.
Klopp liked Klein, you know. Klopp liked Klein, you know. He was doing,
good.
Business. Yeah, Klein was good.
But yeah, that pathway there, that's when you go, you know, when you have your career run, you're like, oh, can I see a pathway into the first team? And you can't. And then the right back in the team just goes missing for time. And the manager goes, oh, yeah, that's yours. Like, that easy, yep. And then he just took it with open arms, bro. With, you know, Trent ain't looked back since. But you never really get that, though, where someone in the first team, like, just out for and then you get the opportunity and then it's yours. But yeah,
when he out for time, like for a long
time.
Yeah,
it was out for at least 18 months. He was for time, bro. I don't know what back issue this guy had, but some people said there was something else in to do that. You can only speculate, bro. That's what they said. There was a back injury, bro. He was out. I don't know.
It could have been anything. Also on the Jones thing as well, and this is just how I feel this season. I genuinely feel that that if we do want to rest like �ՄcAllister or Gravenberch, I just think the manager's just going to put Dom there, and Elliott's just going to replace Dom. Like, I think that rotation like that.
What about Wataru, bro? Are you trying to get rid of Wataru as well?
Wataru's played 1 minute, hasn't he?
Yeah, but he's definitely going to get. If you want to rotate and you want to rest, okay, Mac, you can't then use the guy that you're overusing. He's running more than everyone else.
No, but if you think about the rotation of the three, yeah, he's already said that he's more than happy to play Dom in 𝑵𝑬𝑾𝑺's role or in McAllister's role. So all he'll do is he'll take one out and replace them with Dom, and then Elliott will just keep on replacing Dom. And there's your rotation. Like, one guy's going to get a rest all the time. Like, I don't think Jones is going to get any game time. I don't think Endo's going to get much game time. I like Tyler Morton. Like, I really have no idea whether he's going to get play at all. But I just think that is the rotation that he's going to do, because Dom can play anywhere. Like, he can play in all three positions. I know I did. Look. I've had some humble pie on that one, and every single show I go on, I keep on having to say the same thing. But the guy was stinky last season. like you can't, like, I seen it with my own eyes. Like, he was stinky last season, but this season, there's something about him. Like, there's something Vieira about him this season.
Man said,
Did
you call him Seydorf came up, by the way?
Well, last season.
Yeah. Or this season?
No.
I didn't call him Seydorf. No.
Are you sure? But that's what 7 Strike. Is that what you're saying? Let me know. 7 Strike.
I don't know 7 Strike. Like, you've been lurking in one of my channels then, but I haven't said Seydorf.
No,
I said Vieira.
Vieira.
I said he gives me Vieira vibes this season.
Hey.
Okay, bro. All right. Make sure you're not shooting him down if he ain't hitting Vieira vibes, you know, because that's what we did last year.
Shot him down this season. Like,
no, that's fine, but it's only 3 games.
He was stinky, mate. Like, do I have to explain myself? Like, he was crap last season. Like, do I have to explain that?
He had some bad games, but there were some really good games.
I don't remember the good ones, mate. I remember the good ones against crap teams.
No, but here's the problem. That's the thing. We can't change the goalposts. If you had good games, you have to have bad games, you have bad games.
Yeah, that's true.
It's like when people say, well, Nunez and that.
You're trying to get me in court here, aren't you? I can see see you. You've even got the guy next to you. The theory is plotted.
Hey, I have to just always listen. I've got to listen and take notes. That's all I do. That's all I'm doing.
No, listen, when you get the summons, bro, make sure you turn up, bro. That's all I'm going to say.
Here we go.
Don't know. You still don't know yet. You're still gathering evidence on some of the stuff. So I'm hearing that you called man Seydorf, so I'm just...
I didn't call him Seydorf.
You just better hope that video is deleted, because if there's a video that says it, hey, these lot on the chat will find it.
Whoa, when? Let me write these down. Hold on. Where's my...
I didn't want Seb to replace Virgil.
Sorry, guys, let me get my notepad, because I need to write these down.
What the hell are you talking about?
They said you wanted Seb to replace Virgil. Let me just write that. So K-Max said, hold on, so I don't forget. No, when you get old, you forget stuff. Okay, you wanted Seb to replace Virgil. Is that one you said?
So I wanted a right-sided centre back who's never played for us to replace our best left-sided centre back ever. Yeah, okay, yeah. Yeah, that's what I wanted.
Fair enough. Listen, I'm only asking you because you're on screen, so I can ask you. But if these listen, guys, if there's evidence out there, clip it, Endz Man TV on Twitter. Just send it to me, bro. DM me. Send me the evidence. Dustin said the people said court. We have to wait and see, man. He might have to end up there still. People said 115 charges.
Hey,
that's a lot.
You're gonna see them.
None of them are sticking.
Man City. You're gonna have to get them lawyers, boy.
You don't see what happened to 𝑗𝑎𝑧, bro, when he tried to come in here with his ITK stuff.
Nah, you probably got me with a few. I did say a few things last season.
Nothing this season. You've just been on the straight and narrow.
Yeah,
That's on the
straight
straight and
and
narrow.
Oh,
He put the drink down. He's good. He's good. He's not drinking no more.
on the straight and narrow this season. That's all good, bro. But you know, it's an interesting conversation between the two, man. Let me see what the poll is saying for who they would keep, bro. 85% said they would keep Elliott.
Yeah, I said Elliott as
Yeah,
well.
yeah. Elliott would be
He's
nice.
multifunctional. He's multifunctional as well.
Guys, if you haven't voted yet, please make sure you do. And also, guys, if you haven't subscribed to my other channel, don't, bro. Make sure you do, man. Don't be a hater, bro. We speak about more than just football. Jump over there. There's plenty of videos already up and ready to go, and we're gonna do some live reactions as well, man. Sometimes you get bored about talking about football, man. Where was the other one? I wanted to get your. Where is it? Where is it? The Chiesa one here as well. Did you guys see him in training at all? The little clips that were circulated from inside training.
I saw a goal that he scored.
Mm.
I saw that.
It's behind the paywall. Yeah. I didn't see it.
It was just, I think Liverpool themselves posted it, and I see someone retweet, and then I just said, "Oh, okay." I was like, "Okay, good, nice little." There's a right-footed finish. Sorry, I think I saw that one. Because yeah, big up. So yeah, that's what I saw. I saw that.
Yeah, I see it.
Yeah, I was like, right. I was like, you look like, you know what I'm saying, he's quick in that.
Hey, dangerous, bro. Can't even, you know what I mean? But yeah, Chiesa though, I'm looking, honestly, bro, like, I can't wait to see this man touch pitch, bro.
No, I can't wait.
Can't wait to see this man touch pitch.
I think what was interesting as well is he asked the Italian manager, didn't he, if he could miss the games.
You see, when Gravenberch asked the manager last season, man,
I don't think he asked. Did he ask the manager?
Yeah, I don't know. Did he ask him? Okay.
He did ask him. Yeah, because he
just didn't turn up.
Him that because obviously he's just joined the club, there's a certain things he needs to do, and obviously he was moving, so he needed the time away. And it weren't like it was qualifiers. Man just said, "Yeah, bun this you, bro. What do you mean you don't want to come?" No, I didn't say I didn't want to play. I just can't play because. And look at the Italian manager go, "Don't worry, man. You know, Chiesa, that's fine, man. We get it. Man. You need to focus up and get yourself up to speed."
I would love to know. Yeah, I would love to know how Koeman is with the players when he, like, obviously when he's there, like, face to face. Because remember, Virgil was there, Cody Gakpo is there, so they hear all of this stuff that he says. So I'm wondering how this, like, how does this dynamic look like? Like, I was thinking about this.
Bro. Keep it in house.
Yeah.
But the captain has to make sure whatever said between him and the manager said. Virgil then has to then water it down, go and speak to the player.
Yeah.
That's about it, man. We got Savage, CDO. Man heard the Curtis slander, bro. The man them said Curtis out, bro. Zabiri said he can't play a long pass, so he doesn't want him in the team. Doesn't see a future in the team either. So
that defense league is looking like, you know them curtain beads that people used to have in their crib and that, like, to separate their house, like the rooms. That's what it's looking at right now, bro. Forget that defense league, bro. Jump onto something else. Trust me, man. Jump on. I don't even know. Is there any other players really in the team that people would be like, nah, you got, like, he got your stocks in him? I don't think there is really anyone like that.
But you should have your stocks in all the players technically until.
No, you know, but you know what I mean. Like, yeah, you're right. But you know what I mean.
Like,
you know, there's
earlier on Twitter, bro. I went to read it, and then you know when it just refreshes, so I missed it, and I was like, I can't bother to search his name. It's not about players when you have your favorites or something like that. I think it was a tweet you did earlier, maybe it had been yesterday.
Player favorites. I did one today about the whole goal contributions thing.
Yeah, what was that?
Oh yeah, I was just saying, like, I'm tired, of, and to be fair, I've not actually heard any of us actually do it. It's more the subscribers and fans. When we talk about a player, nobody sits here and says Thierry Henry has, I don't know, 300 goal contributions, as an example. I don't know what it is.
Yeah.
Just as an example. What we say is Thierry Henry's got 200 and such and such goals. That's all we care about. Why? Because he was a striker. That's all we cared about. Now I feel like even they did it even with the Salah thing, and even though I played into it because he's my guy, so I'm gonna play into it regardless. But even with him, I don't look at Salah at his assist at all. I actually couldn't even care less. You know why? He's got so many goals that it's so far ahead of the assists. Now, not to say don't get assists, not to say we don't. I'm not saying that. It's just more we keep saying goal contributions, whereas I'm seeing guys who are getting 16 GA as an example, and it's because I saw a player like this. The guy got 16 GA. He scored 2 goals, but he got 14 assists. I'm like, why don't you just say he got 14 assists? Like the assists sound better. Like it sounds good to say, right, he got 14 assists, because immediately that's what I'm then going to associate this player with, is that he's banging at this.
Do you think though, G, it's because the conversation are never tailored to a certain question? So, okay, say we're having a conversation, we're like, oh yeah, how well did Salah do this season? Then you could go, oh, he got 30, 40 odd GA this season. But if you're saying in the conversation, oh yeah, G, like how many assists did Salah? Then I could understand, like, we're only talking about assists. I don't care about the goals, guys. Let's just talk about how many assists. I think the questions are not tailored around that anymore. It's just about how well the player did this season. What was his contribution to the team this season? You know what I mean? What was his output? Those are, I think, the broader range of people having conversation out. It's just tailored around that. But when we're like, oh, Henry, he's a mad goal scorer, then we'd be like, bro, do you know he got 200 and something goals? We don't mention the assist.
Exactly.
So that's why I think that's why you're never gonna get. That's why the GA is always there. And I think some use it, because I sometimes use it when you man try.
No, we use it. Yeah, no,
because you man never trying to cook Nunez all the time. So I'm like,
we used it last season. Bro. We only used it last season for Nunez. Like it was like, oh, he's got like 9 goals. Oh, he's got like 11 assists.
No, but it's not even just Nunez though.
You know why you use it? You know why you use it though, G and K man? It's because when people are like, bro, he don't do that in the team. That's not. It's not after like, oh, he doesn't score goals or whatever. It's always, oh, he ain't good enough to be here. So I'm like, all right, cool, but he's contributing to this. So clearly he is good enough to be here, because the people that you think is good enough to be here are not contributing at all.
It's the second part of the argument, isn't it?
Yeah. So
it's like the bit on top. It's like, oh well, he was hitting shins today, or he wasn't getting past his man. You go, yeah, but he provided 2 assists.
31 GA bro, from a guy that they said did shit, bro. I can only imagine when he does well what that looks like. Because they're doing shit. It's 31.
Okay, cool. Okay, because we are talking about Nunez, which I didn't want to talk about, but we're here.
About him, man. He's our player. We can talk about.
So, and how many goals did he? How many? Honestly, question: how many goals did he actually get last season? Was it?
It might be 18 or something.
18 in total. 18.
Is it 18? So.
No, he definitely got more than he got the first season. I know that. He definitely.
Oh yeah, so he got 15 the first season, 18 then, yeah.
So 18. Okay, and then how many assists? So that's 12 assists. So he got 18 goals, 12 assists.
Say the numbers again.
No. Anyway. Get out of it. Get out of it. Get out.
Why you say that?
No. But I'm even gonna check now. Just no. You know what? Just for that, I'm even gonna just double check, because I feel like those numbers are a bit.
Oh, you feel like they're skewed? Oh, okay, I hear it, bro.
Like, I don't know. Like I need to double check just to make sure that
all right, fair enough.
Let me know.
No. K-Mac, you are probably 1,000,000%. I just need to.
It might have been 19. You know, it might have been 19. But
you know what? K-Mac was right. In fact, K-Mac was even wrong. Technically, he actually got 18 goals and 13 assists. Obviously got 31 GA. So you got okay, cool. Okay. So you see that straight off the rip. You see when I hear something like that, I'm just more impressed that he's got 18 goals than I am with the assists anyway. I feel like you can obviously we add them together anyway to say, yeah, this is what he's contributed to the team. But to get 18 goals anyway is good. So I feel like it's more about point scoring when we start saying, oh, but he also got 13 assists. So technically he got 31 G. I'm like, for a striker, I couldn't care less. How many goals did he get last season? He got 18 goals. Okay. Then it's down to you whether you think 18 is good enough or not. Whatever. For me, 18 is actually calm. In the amount of games, maybe more, but yeah, for Nunez, we'll just keep it as, okay, that's just calm, right?
You know the other part that I don't like as well, G and K-Mac, and in chat as well. Big up to you guys. You know when, and I see some of you do it in the chats as well, because I'll be watching and I'll be seeing. As soon as man go, yo, he had a great season, you know, he scored 18 goals, 13 assists, man, like, oh, but them goals are in the Europa League. Like, hold on. So we're just changing the goalpost. We're asking how many goals the man got. He didn't choose the games he played in. He just played in the games. The games were there and he played them like any other player in the world. You can't change the goalpost to suit your narrative. 18 goals is 18 goals. 13 assists is 13 assists.
Can I just add something to that as well? And chat, will you stop having a go at me? Bloody hell. Stop having a go at me, chat. It's starting to do my head in. I'm turning the chat off. Can I just add something to that as well, which I think is quite interesting? If you take away the penalties that Salah scored, Nunez scored more goals than Salah last season from open
How many
play.
goals did Salah score last season?
Man, want to take man's penalties away. Is that what you want to do?
7. I think he got 7 penalties as well. Salah.
Hey, listen, man. Someone's got to
just
score.
saying. I'm just saying, like there's so many people that said Nunez had a shit season, which I didn't think he did, by the way. Like, I just thought he missed big chances, which meant he should have scored more, which is what we've always talked about. But if you take away the penalties, which Nunez didn't take any, in fact, did he take one?
He
No,
did.
it was the season before. It was the season before, wasn't it?
No, he took one last season against Chelsea. You missed.
Took one against Chelsea and missed.
Was it? Okay.
Yeah.
So if he'd have taken all the penalties and maybe scored them all, you know, then I'm just saying.
Oh no! He took one in the Europa League. He took one in the Europa League. He fully took one in the Europa League. Like it was in the group stage. In the group stages. No. He scored it. He scored it. It was in the Europa. He scored it. Yeah,
I don't even remember that.
It was group stages. It was group stages. I'm sure he took one in the thing. I'm sure. Someone, if you guys can remember in the chat, I'm sure
he almost broke the post. Someone wrote.
No, respect my number 9, bro.
But like, do you get like my overarching point with these kind of statistics? Is like, I just feel, I'm not saying you can't do it with certain positions. Yeah, fair enough. And obviously everything's contextualized, right? It depends on the team and whatever. Prime example, who got the most assists in the Premier League last season?
Who was it? Watkins, wasn't it?
Watkins,
yeah.
Ollie Watkins got the most assists in the Premier League last season. So does that? Are we now looking at Watkins like some? Yo, this guy's better. Obviously, I know KDB was injured and stuff like that, but are we start looking at him like, yo, he's better than all the? No, we don't care. In fact, this was even posted out. I was listening to a space, and I've been listening to a few like of these like shows, right? And they asked that question because no one can get the answer, because no one would ever in their right mind think that Watkins was going to be the playmaker of last season. Why? Because we all spoke about Watkins as a striker, about how good he is at putting the ball in the back of the net. Nobody looked at his assists. Nobody cared how many assists he got.
Not so good this season, bro.
Yeah. I mean, this season obviously he's moving mad. No. He's
about big chances.
He's
at the top right now. The most big chances missed.
Yeah, I mean, Nunez hasn't played, but yeah, first. But obviously, we're obviously like talking about him for that. No one said, Ollie Watkins is going to the England squad because he's gonna set up goals for Cole Pot. No, we don't care about that kind of stuff. Do you get what I'm trying to say? Like, and I just feel like it's too much. I just think it's more point scoring than anything in terms of, and I get it because, like I said, I'll use it as well every now and again. You know, if you guys start chatting shit about Salah, I will bring up the fact that he got 2 assists today. Fair enough. But when we're having serious conversations about players, and for me, it's more about when some of you guys talk about a player, because I know you're being serious when you're writing it on your keyboard. I fully know you're being serious. So when you then start talking about a player, and then it's like, yeah, but his GA is this. And I'm like, okay, so what position does he play? Oh, he's a right winger. Okay, so what's he got more of, goals or assists? Well, he's got 12 assists and he's got 1 goal. So he doesn't score goals then, does he? So don't tell me his GA is 13. I just need to know that he got 12 assists. He's the assist guy in the team. The extra point that you're trying to make with the GA doesn't look good, in my personal opinion, because he's got one outstanding quality within his arsenal. It's not close where it's like, I've got 15 GA, but then I've got 9 assists. Then you're like, okay, it's kind of close. Like now I can really start looking at it from a whole perspective. Not I've got 40 goals, but then I've got 2 GA, 2 assists. Bro, I don't care that you got 42 GA.
When would you remove that? Like how low does it have to be for you to just go, you know what? I'm not even going to bother counting that, like the GA thing.
I think it's difficult because
A or G.
I think, like I said, it's contextualized. I think it does come down to certain positions.
Plotting. I'm worried, man, when I see Endz Man smiling and looking like that.
Yeah, because he's probably writing down something dumb.
No, because
I don't like this.
Someone sent me.
I feel uncomfortable. I feel uncomfortable here. Go on.
No, don't worry, K-Man. When it's your time to be in court, bro, you'll be in court. Don't worry about it. It's fine.
But yeah, I think you start. Let's put it this way. I think we're all smart enough to kind of know when the margin is like some stupid margin where it's like if Haaland gets 40 goals this season but can only provide 3 assists, I don't want to hear 43 GA. Just tell me that he scored 40 goals this season. Do you get what I'm trying to say? Like, it's stuff like, again, when it's closer, when it's like you've got 15 and I don't know 9 assists, of course, then because then you're showing that you're doing both to quite a high level. Yes, you've got one that is a little bit further than the other, but you're doing relatively, that's only six assists away from the amount of goals that you scored. That's kind of good. That's relatively close, but not. I'm just seeing too much where the margin is just way too high, and I'm just like, and I think it's because everyone's bored on this international duty, because then I keep seeing the Henry stuff, like, and the people, Lois, I know you just put it in the chat about Salah is only blah blah blah, and I saw the conversations that people have had. I'm like, Henry is Henry. Can we, like, Salah ain't gonna touch that? Like, don't worry, Salah's not getting to that legacy ever. So let's just leave Henry to be Henry. Let Salah be Salah, and then we can just be happy, and you know what I mean. We can move. And Salah's my guy, but he ain't touching Henry like that.
There's a reason why Jota is at the back of them photos, isn't it?
Because he's the shortest one.
Yeah.
That's how they do photos, Ends. Like, you know what I mean? Like, just push him.
No. The Chiesa ain't taller than Darwin, so you know what I mean.
Are you sure? I don't know. How tall is Chiesa?
Someone like TNT have just made that, mate. They haven't all just like got them lined up like that. They've just made that. Just an overlay in it.
Oh no, I seen what they did in it. They said that one side is the starters and the other one's the backups.
From Chiesa, other side is the backups. But no, Chiesa's in the middle. He's more like, is he going to be a backup? Is he going to be a starter?
So he's ahead of those two already.
Obviously, like, look at the two at the back, man.
Yeah, I think so. So hang on then. So I just want to roll back on the Thierry Henry one. So where do you put him then, G? Do you put him with your Messis and your Ronaldos?
No, they're in a league of their own.
He's tier 2. So is he
like he'll be like the next. He's in where
Salah is.
I would technically
where Salah is.
He's now because I have Ronaldo R9.
I don't want to go down that road.
Like that. How you forgot about Gakpo, Alexander? Man, I forgot about it.
Yeah, new trim and thing. I think there's like, in the tiers, I would say you could put Salah in that same tier, but I guess it's just Henry's at the higher end of that tier than as opposed to like where I think. But they're in the same. If you want to just put them in the same room, yes, they're in the same room. You can have that, whatever. But in terms of where I would place them, I'll be like, nah, Henry is always going to be that high, just because unfortunately what he was able to do in the time that he was here was, I just don't think Salah would be able to match that. And it's not about the goals. I think people think it's all about the goal. It's not even about that for me. It's about the actual player himself, in terms of, you got to understand that this is a player who, and I hate this word, but I'll use it. The aura he had, Van Dijk could never touch that aura. He couldn't. Like, that aura is impossible. Vavavoom. Vavavoom.
No, but Virgil
like that type of aura.
Yeah, bro. Virgil just had it in a different way.
Okay, cool. You know, I'll agree with that. Virgil had it in a different way.
As a striker, Henry, people were just scared of it. Defenders were scared. But Virgil,
bro.
He had every striker on the planet nervous, bro. Everyone.
You know what? I'll give you that.
And Ronaldo's were scared.
I'll give you that.
Man was trying to pass the ball backwards and sideways, bro. They didn't want to take it on.
And he was able to do what I think like an MJ is. This is why I always say, when people talk about like the MJ LeBron, no one was able to shift the culture like an Henry. Whereas, unfortunately for Salah, because obviously he's come after that time, so it's not his fault. He hasn't shifted anything. He hasn't shifted in that kind of culture and the way that we kind of look at the Premier League. Although I will say he has shifted the mindset of how we look at wingers, though, because we always seem to say we want our wingers to score XYZ amount of goals, blah blah blah, in order for us to rate them.
Can we play a game? And chat, you guys can join in as well. We've got 6 forwards on screen right now.
I'm here.
Can you guys put down the names and how many goals you think they'll get? Not GA, just goals. How many goals that they will get this season? We're in the Champions League. We're currently in the League Cup. We have to wait and see what happens in the West Ham. We're in total. Yeah, in total this season, how many goals do you think? Before we do that, bring Lois in. Lois, go on, man.
Lois.
I'm here for G. I'm coming for blood.
Lois, what's going on? What's going on?
I don't know, some of the stuff you're saying is a little bit blasphemy. Can't lie, Jay.
Go on. What did I say? This is even new. You know I don't do blasphemy, but go on.
You don't do blasphemy. Okay, so I agree with you with the Thierry Henry thing. The Man City thing was the one that like kind of got under me, where you said Man City's second team is as good as the first team. I do agree, but we're not Man City. We don't have that money, so we can't go and get 11 starters for the bench. You get me? Well, 7 starters.
But I don't. But in fairness, when you look at the players that they've got, are we gonna act like that those players were like Bernardo Silva or Kovacic even now? Who else are they got in their team? Even the Jack Grealishes and stuff like that. Yeah. Are we looking at those players as if like they were world class? Like I feel like they were on the same level as some of the players that we've got. They've just developed in the way that they've developed.
I agree, but at the same time, how much did City pay for Grealish?
Very true, 100 mil. Yeah.
We're not going to go and spend 100 million and then in 2 years put him on the bench, are we?
True, no, not true.
That's not us.
Well, I mean, to be fair, we got
50 million for the midfield, and never mind 100 for the bench.
Yeah, true. But I just think you know what it is. It's just
I'm excited for this game now because I can't wait to tell you how many goals Darwin's going to score.
No, I think even just on that, just lastly, before we head on to that game, I just think that yes, we don't have their kind of money, but I feel like, and I'm not saying you're doing it, but I feel like we pick and choose when we want to almost be compared with Manchester City. I feel like they're the team to beat for everybody, right? So it's not just us; everyone is trying to beat that team. That is the team that you're trying to be better than in some way, shape, or form. So if that's the team that you're trying to be better than, it's gonna be, maybe it's just a subconscious thought, but we're gonna obviously look at, I can't look at anybody else and say, oh, let's compare ourselves to whoever, whatever. Obviously on the money side, excuse me, that's where I agree with you. Of course, 100%. We're not going to spend 100 million or whatever. But are we going to sit here and say, if we were to ask, who would you rather have, Doku or Luis Diaz as an example? I feel like people are going to be like, I pick between the two. Now, both of them didn't cost crazy amounts, but this is the kind of quality that they're able to have someone like him, let's say, playing, and then they've still got Savinho chilling on the bench. Yes, they've got that £100 million player, but we've got 6 forwards. So if we're not even just looking at our attack, surely we have enough to at least say, yo, we can, are these guys as good as the ones that they've got in their team? Some people say Liverpool got the best attack. If that is the case, and we've got a better attack than Manchester City, who only, they've got obviously Erling Haaland, but, if we're saying that our attack as a whole is better than theirs, then I feel like, when can we start comparing ourselves? When can we start looking at them? Because otherwise, we're just going to keep sitting there saying we're inferior. We might as well just leave it.
I don't think we're not inferior, though. I think last season, I'll go the last 2 seasons, because I feel like last season, the second half was just a reflection of the season before. I think we started last season well to January, but the bad things in the squad and whatever happened with 𝑗ürgen, the players' heads went. I just think it was time for him to move on. I think we are just as good as Manchester City, but I think we need 2, maybe 3 players to take us to the title. I think we need a defensive midfielder and cover for centre back because Konate can't stay fit.
Fair. No, fair.
But we're going to win the league this season, so then we can compare ourselves.
Yeah. If we win it, then if Liverpool win the league this season, I never want to hear another conversation about money, about nothing. I don't want to hear, there can never be a conversation about money ever again. There can't be, because we didn't sign no one.
Yeah, but January we will, though.
Hey, Lois, you know Liverpool better than I do. Do you see that happening?
I think you feeling we're going to get 𝑠𝑰𝑵𝑛𝑑 in January.
I agree.
Yeah, that's just a feeling now.
I agree.
Maybe.
So we're going to get 𝑠𝑰𝑵𝑑 in January.
I don't trust Liverpool. They've lied to me too much.
I don't want him, bro. I don't want him.
When's?
I don't want, no. Why do you guys want people that they don't want you, bro? I don't understand. You want the guy that don't want you. He doesn't want you.
But you could say the same when we waited for Virgil.
No, we didn't. We waited because he wanted us, bro. We had to find the right solution to get him through. He didn't turn us down. This guy said, listen, I want us chill, view the mountains, and I want to go and play for a team that couldn't win their first 3 games. That's what he wanted to go and do. Now you're telling me, let's just wait.
You're telling me you're turning him down if we could get him in January?
I don't want him.
That's another foolish statement by you that I'm never going to
forget. I don't want him. I don't want him.
That's up there with we should sell Mo Salah. That.
Yeah, we should have last season, but we didn't want to sell him. Now we're going to lose him for free. So either way,
Nah, he's going to sign a new deal.
we should have got some money. So
nah,
all of
the
us
three of them will stay.
Don't worry, Mo Salah will do well this season, which is fine. He'll win us the Premier League and we'll let him go for free.
Shut up.
Hey, as long as he wins the Premier League, I'm not going to cry back.
Just get rid of him. Hey, listen, I told you, man, stop waiting for this guy, man. He said he didn't want us. So why are we waiting around for him? Move on, man.
Okay.
Moving like Klopp. All of you lot are moving like Klopp now. But you're waiting around.
We keep on doing this comparison though against team for team, like as in Liverpool's team against Manchester City's team. The reason why Manchester City win everything is because of their manager. Like,
oh yeah, no, I agree with that. No, I agree.
The manager doesn't sign incredible players, by the way. Like, they're not all of them are incredible players. Like,
I agree.
He just makes them incredible in his team. Like, was anybody barking at Akanji? Really? Was anyone really wanting Akanji?
Definitely.
Was anyone really wanting Doku? Was anyone really wanting Kovacic? Like, Mateus Nunez? Like, these guys, like, no one was really wanting. Like, were there that many teams queuing up for Diaz?
We wanted Nunez, didn't we?
Like, Rodri.
Yeah.
Like, we didn't go for Nunez. Like, we could have got him. We didn't go for him in the end. We had a look at him, but we didn't go for him. Probably a good idea that we didn't, by the way, because. But
yeah,
they spent 100 million on two players, two midfielders that have never really played for them. Like,
I wish we could do that.
In Nunez and the guy's just gone to.
The thing is though,
West
Liverpool.
Ham. West Ham. No, Ipswich has just gone to.
Calvin Phillips.
Oh, Calvin Phillips. Oh. Liverpool could spend that money. It's just we don't want to take that
10
risk.
million they spent on those.
Oh, come on, Jay.
No. But we know we can't. No. Let's not.
No,
act
We
like
can't make
we
those
don't
mistakes. We can't make those mistakes.
But this is the point: is that yes, I know Manchester City could make that mistake, but let's not act like they can just keep making that same mistake. Okay, this didn't work. We can go. This didn't work. Like at some point, they're gonna have to understand. Like we can't continuously make that kind of risk. But when you've got a manager like Pep Guardiola, those mistakes are like few and far between. Like you know they're not going to be.
They spent 200 million on like fullbacks.
Yeah, that's fine. They didn't have any fullback. No, but they didn't have any fullback. Like we were lucky to get a Robbo. Trent came through the academy, and we ran those two. We didn't even try to sign anybody else because we wanted to run these two. Like if we had actually gone out there and signed another fullback, whoever that would have been, I don't know who was around at that time, we would have had to spend some money. But we just luckily said, you know what, we're gonna run it with. And remember, Robbo wasn't even doing the starting the season. It was Moreno. It was only when I can't remember what happened to Moreno, and then Robbo came into the team. We just ran it like that. They worked. If they didn't work, Liverpool would have had to have gone into the market to sign someone else. Think about how many centre backs we've gone through. Dejan Lovren. Heck, we had Klavan at the back before we then settled on. We signed obviously Kanate, Joe Gomez. Who? Oh yeah, Klavan was all right. Yeah, I mean he was okay.
Hey, listen,
but, you know what I mean? Like,
hey, red and white, man. That's the best 80 million we spent, bro.
Yeah, definitely not the best
80 million we've ever spent.
What do you mean worse? He gave you a trophy last season.
84.
What did he give
84
us?
million.
Gave you a trophy last season.
He gave us a trophy last season.
He was a part of the squad, wasn't he?
Neil Dan, Jordan, Jason was thinking of his dad. I'm thinking of his dad.
Neil Dan's did give us shading.
I'm thinking of his dad because Neil's dad.
He gave us shading.
That's because Neil's dad. I've gone red. Jaden was give us more that trophy than Darwin did.
Hey, big up, man. Dustin said Darwin is a G. Hey, listen, big up, man.
Darwin is cool.
And said, is that a joke? Nah, bro.
Did you actually listen to the numbers that we just talked about?
Exactly, 18 goals and 13 assist loads.
Okay, now talk
really
to me.
good.
Like, now, I put a comment in the chat when you were talking about it, but you didn't read it out.
Sorry, there's a lot of people having a conversation.
Okay, surprise. Talk to me about the missus now. Talk to me about his missus. Talk to me about his derby display.
Okay, let's break it down. So you said about his misses.
Okay.
Right? I can't explain some of the misses.
Okay, now
that
talk
is
to me
the
about
most
the derby.
honest I think I've ever heard.
I can't defend the misses. What's the second part? Sorry, Lewis.
The derby.
I didn't watch the game. and I still haven't. I was on
there we
I was on
go.
holiday. Savage told me do not click that game and watch it ever, bro. So
One of the worst games I think I've ever
Erase
seen.
it from your
Mind.
mind.
yeah, he said just don't watch it. So I'm not gonna watch it. But I do remember him winning us, 3 points.
Oh, don't give me Newcastle. I beg, don't give me Newcastle.
What about
And
Forest?
Forest. And Forest.
Oh my god. Okay, now talk to me about the times when he takes the ball around the goalkeeper and blasting the top row of the top.
Happened twice. All right, cool.
Come
He's
on.
won us more times. He's won us more points.
Okay, well, he won't be here in a year or so. So
That's your opinion until he bangs the
Yeah.
season.
he's only got
18
2 years left on his deal, hasn't
18 goals and 13 assists, and you want him at the team.
he? Yeah, he's shit. Sorry for swearing, but he's rubbish.
So 89, you can swear. 18 goals is shit, and 13 assists.
I don't get them numbers baffle me yet because he hasn't got a brain. And like when I see some of the easy chances, the most clear-cut chances that he misses, I think, how have you got 30 GA? I literally cannot grasp it. Like seriously, I don't know how I was doing it.
Bob said Darwin 8 winning goals last season.
Wow.
It's
Thanks.
true. It's true.
Thanks for getting us top 4, Darwin. But when it matters, though, where was he?
8. What he just said? 8 winning goals, bro. What do you want him to do? You want him to?
I don't care about that.
Well, you should, because that's his job.
The numbers baffle me, right? It's so hard for me to argue with.
Yeah.
Okay, so can you tell me another thing is offsides? We never had one offside this season until he come on the pitch.
Look, I'm not going to argue the offsides because I always stand on the ground of it's both sides. So it's the players taking too long to pass the ball, and it's the player. It is because there's times when he's made good runs in big open space, and the man them's gone, let me turn around and let me give it here because it was staying within the tactics instead of going, no, just play the damn ball to him. And I saw that with my own eyes, bro. There is some where you're like, big man, get on side, man. What are we doing here? So I'm not going to argue that. But I still think I stand on the ground as it's both parties. It's always sometimes the midfielder's taking too long or sometimes the striker making a run too early.
King, where are you with him?
Sorry?
Where does he stands on him?
Lowest you already know, man. As in, the quicker he goes, the better. Like, I'm not gonna.
Exactly.
So 18. So you guys won 18 goals and 13 assists at the team.
The numbers baffle me. The numbers.
No, as in even the numbers are still.
No, listen, you guys want to win the big trophies, but you want goals and assists out of the team.
Yeah,
I get the logic.
Okay, Mr. I want Mo Salah out.
I said based on his performances, not because of the goals.
Now he's a man who won us a trophy, or 2, or 3, or 4. But you wanted him out, but then you'll back this Andre Varane 2.0.
Mo only scored that Champions League goal because of basically because of Mane. The rest of the game he stunk the game up, so he didn't win us that trophy.
Okay.
It was more the defense and the midfield that done their job in that game in the Champions League final, and Allister. But I know you might have to rewatch it to see it. The FA Cup game and the League Cup game.
And you are your agenda
we'll see on another day.
Your agenda stinks.
And then if we look at the Premier League, the whole team showed up.
Okay, all right then. So Salah played no part in any trophy that we won under Klopp.
I'm not saying he didn't play a part but everyone plays a part.
Let's just leave it at that and then just back this.
It's not singles in tennis. He's not on the pitch on his own track because if he was, you'd find out real quick that he wouldn't be scoring any goals if he was on the pitch against 11 men. He's not. He's on there with his teammates and they massively help him as well to achieve what he's achieved.
Okay, but Salah's world class and Darwin will never reach his level.
18 goals and 13 assists says otherwise, but that's fine.
Pops, don't worry, man. Like, just, you know what I'm saying? Everyone's allowed their opinion, right?
Exactly.
Do you know the maddest thing? Yeah, I never not like the amount of chances Salah created last season was cold as well. But no one speaks about the 27 missed or big chances Darwin created last season. You guys say, what if Darwin scored all the goals that Salah or the assist that Salah gave him? What if the rest of the guys scored the 27 he created? What kind of numbers are we be talking about then?
No, listen.
We can't have it both ways.
Equally, I think it's calm. I just think that with Nunez, I think because you said you're not knocking Mo for his goals and assists or whatever, right? Fairs.
Just his performances.
Yeah, just more about his performances. I feel like with Nunez, more so last season, I think it is that the goals. I'm not knocking him for getting that, because obviously 30 G8 is still good, no matter which way you want to dress it up. It is the performances, and where you've had more bad performances than I guess good ones. That's where I look at someone like Nunez and I'm like, gee, and that's where when Lois is saying she's baffled, bro, we all watch the games. I'm baffled. like, yo, you got that many goals and that, Jesus Christ, like, you would never have known. You just never would have known.
G, why don't we stand on the side that's right? If you're this rubbish based on what Lois is saying, based on what you're saying.
Of course, I was fighting right. Don't try to throw me under the bus.
Just listen.
Think about Nunez.
One second, bro. If we're saying he's that rubbish and he got that, can't we just stand on the ground and say if he improves, what that could look like? Can't we do that? Or we just don't want to?
No, you can do that. Of course you can do that. The problem that you've got is that we know that people ain't got patience, bro. You know what I'm saying? Man, I ain't got patience.
You guys don't have patience, bro. No.
Okay, yeah. I don't have patience when I know that I've been alive for 33 years and I've only seen one title. My brother, I'm trying to see another one real soon. Like real soon. And at the moment, I've only got one guy in this whole forward line who I can trust. And he's been here for time. And I know I don't care how many chances he missed. I don't care how many assists he doesn't, give for the teammates. He is always on job every single year without fail. Now, the rest of these guys are all wishy-washy. He's included. Don't get twisted. It's not just Nunez. Gakpo, wishy-washy. Diaz, wishy-washy. Jota, wishy. They're all wishy-washy. Chiesa is the only one that you can actually say he ain't even been here yet, so we can't even judge him. But all of them are all wishy-washy. So when Nunez is, to some people, the worst out of the wishy-washiness, bro, sometimes you have to just look at him and think, do I want everybody to be wishy-washy and then one who's super wishy-washy? Like, someone has to go in this forward line. Like, someone has to go. And I think one of them will go, by the way, by the end of next season, whoever that is. But we can't keep this level of inconsistency from a Darwin Nunez where you're like, oh, he got 18 GA again. Oh, sorry, he got 18 goals and 13 assists. Oh, but he got 40 missed chances again. Oh, and like we can't keep doing this game, I don't think, because the goals are not.
This season to say.
No. That's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying. We haven't seen it yet. Go on, sorry, Kim.
What it boils down to, and it's really simple for me, and probably a lot of fans, is Darwin Nunez going to score the goals that win you the league in the last 10 games of the season? And if it's a yes, then he's fine. But if it's a no, which it is a no for 2 years in a row, by the way, where he's not performed in the last 10 games of the season, then that's why he's not good enough.
But then we're picking and choosing. Why can't he help us get those 10 points or the 10 games at the?
But that's what matters.
Middle. But the middle starts and the starts and the start of the season matters as well. All parts of the season matters. If you have a good start to the season, puts you in a good position to compete in the middle, and then from the middle, let's see where we're at, and then can we then push on to win it? So it all matters.
Well,
this is what I said, but we always change the
rate. He's not going to be. He's not going to be at the start at this rate.
But that's fine. That's the beautiful thing. You got Jota there.
He's the one that has to come in at the end.
He might not have to. Jota might stay fit. Who knows? Who knows if Jota stays fit, Jota scores all these wonderful goals that you guys want, then Nunez might just play a little bit.
Hold on. You mean the wonderful goals that we want as Liverpool fans, right, Endz? We are Liverpool fans, right?
Sorry,
okay. No, because you said you want. That felt a bit weird. That felt so weird. Lois, you heard that, right? I know.
I heard that.
What we want as Liverpool fans.
Sounded a bit weird.
Don't knock the guy that has, the second most goals last season and the second most assists in the team last season. That's all I'm gonna say.
You know what, Endz?
Don't knock. You know what? Second most goals, second most assists in the team. You don't knock that. You try and develop that, and you try and get more out of that, and that's what you do instead of just getting rid of it, bro. Because clearly Jota didn't get them numbers either. So let's say clearly Jota, Gakpo, and Nunez didn't do that last season. So when you more likely get rid of one of them three, then you get rid of the guy that, you know what I mean?
Nope, I still rather get rid of the guy.
If Jota stays fit, Darwin's a Carabao Cup player.
Let's see. You know what?
£84 million Carabao Cup player.
Let's see. Like I said, Endz already knows. After this season, you can't you won't be able to back him as strongly as you back him.
I've openly said I'm giving him this season. So
no, and that's what I said.
There's no argument for me next season. I've said it. I've said I'm giving him this season.
What,
And when he
what
proves
would
you
make
guys
you?
wrong again,
Okay, no. So that's what I was just about to ask. What would you deem to be proving us wrong? Like, what does that look like to you for Nunez?
conversion rate, because that's all you guys' argument last season was.
Okay.
If it's conversion rate, I don't even at this moment now. I don't even care if he gets more goals and assists. I just want to see a better conversion rate, just to see what now. Because then I want to see what narratives and agendas then get pushed. Because that's your reason, right? You don't think he converts the chances he gets. So if his conversion rate is high based on the chances he gets, then what's your reason then? Because we've seen him score goals and get an assist, and you had an issue. Now we've seen him improve the thing that you guys said he needs to. So then what is the next issue then? And that's what I mean. With a player like him, there's always a problem. So he'll never win. So let me see conversion rate this season, and I want to hear what you guys' agenda.
You know what, Ends? It's not even the fact for me personally that he misses chances, because I feel like every attacking player in the world of football misses chances.
Yeah.
It's the quality of chances that he misses.
That's why I said conversion rate, because it's
absolute
all in together.
pony.
But it's all in together. So the conversion rate is the simple chances and the hard chances. If he can get a better conversion rate than what he finished on last season, I then want to know where you guys' argument will be. Because I really believe you won't have one. I think you guys are going to start making stuff up. Oh, do you know what? I didn't like the way he tied his laces when he came on the other day. I felt it was arrogant. Stuff like that. I feel like that's what you guys are going to do.
It was arrogant, you know.
I don't like the way that every time he's on, he keeps. You guys are going to always find a reason to have a problem with Darwin Nunez, which is fine. No problem. I'm giving him this season.
I'll tell you what I didn't like. I nearly swore then. I really hated it when he missed big chances and laughed. Like, I
that's
wanted
like
to throw something at the telly.
Wait, didn't Mo have that as well? He said he's good, like you let it go. So in his mind, that's him letting it go and move on to the next one. Do you want man to get mad?
Hey, don't bring Mo into why he does it.
Mo said he has to do the same thing.
Yeah, because Mo scores like 40 or goals more time. So don't worry about what this guy.
Well, he's
this is a City against City, right? Or United, and then just laughs, and I'm just like,
okay, so I see you, man, the wanting to learn off the best now. Mo's the best, and he's looking at what Mo's saying and doing. He wants to copy.
Yeah, but this isn't a monkey see, monkey do type of situation.
But he's offside world class. When you compare, when you try
twice this season,
once, bro, once. Don't try and add no extras on there.
He's got 2 weeks.
And again, when you watch, I know you man saw this still and didn't see the moment. Again, what did the midfielder do? Man opted to try and do a reverse pass instead of just playing him in. He made the run. Man looked at him and got, on you, bro. I ain't passing it to you. Even Dom the other day, even though we did score, man said, Dom, you don't want to pass the ball to me. He was clean. Dom said, nah, I'm giving it to the next man, bro. I don't even want to pass it to you.
Oh, so we're complaining now that we score goals. Okay, fair.
No, I'm complaining that he's making good runs and you guys ain't seeing it, but you're complaining about offsides, bro. He made a good run to get the ball. Onside as well.
And why are they not passing it to him? That's the biggest question.
Maybe their vision isn't there. I don't know, bro. I'm still
because he's shit. That's why.
Maybe they're not passing it to him because they don't think he'll score.
Now,
you know that one guy in the team you just don't trust to always give them.
You know what? I'm going to make a Darwin.
Exactly.
Dustin, I'm going to make a Darwin top for this season.
Don't waste your money.
No, we'll make it. No. Listen, the Darwin supporters will wear it, bro. Don't worry, man. When he's helping you win the Premier League that you said we're going to win, Low and G.
All 5 of you, well done.
No, there's more than that, bro. There's more than that. There's an army still. I ain't gonna lie.
Yeah,
you man are disrespectful, man.
Bit of a weak army, but Fez, I don't want to.
Weak army.
I don't want to diss your army. You know what I'm saying?
I'd rather wear your Gravenberch shirt.
Defense league. No, bro, listen, man, we're here, man. We'll stand up. I'll continue to
I can't lie, that league though, I'm starting to see people shift. I feel like
like the Gomez ones. When I was back in Gomez, you guys told me, well, I'll get rid of. Oh no, he's the best left back. He's the best I've seen. How well Gravenberch, when I was backing him, man told me that he was rubbish, lazy, all kind of random words started getting scrambled together, and all of a sudden,
he was.
No, I see.
He was G.
No, but here's the problem though. I told you about guys that don't watch football properly, bro. You might just make your decisions off of one and a couple of games. You can see the little bits, man, are improving. Let's see if you guys change with the Darwin. Because if Darwin has a better conversion rate, G, I told you, bro. I can't wait to hear what people say. The man them can't tell me nothing after that, G. I promise you. Tell me anything
listen,
after that.
no.
Gee,
Listen,
if
let's
he has
get
a better
there.
conversion rate, mate, we're all in court.
Because listen, it's clearly not a goals thing because he's scoring goals. It's not a goals thing. It's not an assist thing because we made that clear. 18 and 13 isn't.
But remember, everything is contextualized. Like he's scoring goals, but then we're seeing man top of the charts. Behind Haaland, who's scoring 40 goals anyway. But you're
shots.
It's your. To be honest, what you're saying, in fact, is actually correct. That conversion rate just needs to be way better than it is. If that does improve, I don't think people are going to switch sides again to be like, oh yeah, dog. But I definitely would lay off of him and be like, Fez. Like I'd have to, okay, Fez, you done your thing this season, blah blah blah. But if your conversion rate, what was it even last, like 12% or whatever? If it's them kind of numbers, like bro, come on, man.
I think it was lower.
And if it was lower, that's even worse. I'm giving him 12 just for the sake of it. Yeah. If that's your conversion rate,
1 goal in 3 games. Listen, I hear it. He's performing though.
Like massively involved in everything. Like
I wouldn't even say Jota's been good. I don't even think Jota's even been good this season.
He's had 2 good games though. If you look averaged it across the Man United game, he was not good.
He was not good. Yeah, he definitely was not good. Lois, he wasn't good.
He was all right.
He wasn't
all right.
He was all right. He wasn't all right either.
I don't think he was good. I don't think he was good.
He wasn't.
I actually almost forgot he was even there. Like I actually completely forgot.
He was heavily involved in the game. Like I don't know what game you're watching. Like Jota doesn't have to be.
He must be something in the water.
Jota doesn't have to be Salah. Like he doesn't have to be Salah, Jota.
But this is the point I'm trying to make: is that I'm not saying like it's the same thing I said before. Performances or GA, give me one. He gave me none in these games. I'm sorry. In that game, he didn't give me no good performance, and he didn't provide GA. So now, really, him being involved wasn't even enough to even for me to say, oh yeah, you know what, Jota did all right. Like I honestly, we could have played without Jota, and he wouldn't have made that much of a difference to our game. Wouldn't have made any. We could have played anyone in that position that he played.
Why do you have to put once?
We should have started Nunez, bro. But watching that game back,
and I feel the same result probably would have happened. Who knows? We might have even scored another one. Like I don't know. But either way, I'm not trying to stick up for all Nunez in the situation. I will criticize either one. Jota, for me, in 3 games, I'm only gonna count 1 game where I thought he was all right in, and the other 2, I'm like, he was one, he was okay, and the other one, he was below meaty. So if that's the case, maybe the 4th game now he don't play, and I don't really care. I have edgeways. I don't mind seeing someone else play there.
That Man United game, by the way, did you not see what he did when he ran across the goal? He literally took everyone away.
I hear it. Not
Diaz,
see one moment in
pointing. He was doing this. He's
doing one moment in the amount of minutes that he played.
We're doing the airline hostess thing, showing where the emergency exits are.
Yeah.
How is that not important? Because he literally gave him the space for the goals.
All right, but you might want to sell Nunez for scoring goals and getting assists. But directing people where to go is what we're crediting now.
Have you got his resurgence now?
Yeah. He's doing unselfish work and taking the defenders away.
Questions based on you guys' narratives and agendas.
Nunez hasn't got the intelligence to do that. He
has the intelligence to score 18 goals and 13 assists.
He hasn't got the intelligence to put the ball into the open net in front of the cop, though, has he?
Oh, so you're just changing the goalpost and choosing.
I'm just saying, like, you want to bring up that, I'll bring up that.
Well, we can do that all day. Jota didn't score more goals than him last season.
Because Jota was injured. If Jota stays fit, he's outscoring.
Okay, all right. Now we're doing the if, buts, and maybes now. All right, fair enough.
Let's just see this season. Let's just see. I think we'll know our answers anyway.
Should we go back to how many goals? Because this will be an interesting conversation.
Oh
yeah. Will each one of them score?
Oh yeah, let's go. Let's go. So each one of them. You might as well start. Each one of them, how many goals do you think they'll get?
Jota.
Chat, you guys can jump in. Don't add the plus at the end. Just how much do you think?
Is this just Prem or overall?
Overall.
Okay. Jota 18, Diaz 12.
Hold on. Let me get that. Let me write down because it'll be interesting to see how close we get. 18 Jota, yeah.
Diaz 12.
Cool.
Salah 27.
Cool.
Chiesa, I'll come back to him in a sec. Nunez 14. Gakpo 12. Chiesa.
It's a lot of goals, bro.
Well, there's 6 man, so I expect it. Chiesa, 8.
Meaty.
All right. K-Mac.
Lewis, allow me, man.
Go on, K-Mac. And then Lewis is on.
Salah 30.
Okay.
Jota 15. Diaz 15. Chiesa 10. Nunez 10. Gapco 10. Just to round numbers. Like Endz Man, like sorry, G going into like 12 and a half, like with his left foot.
No, but he said to give me what I think they would score, and that's what
yeah. I know. I'm trying to make a ballpark number like there.
All right, go on, Lois. Interesting now.
If you're right though, mate, that'd be amazing.
Jota 16.
Jota 16.
Salah 35.
Salah 35.
Chiesa 10.
Chiesa 10.
Yeah.
What's the other 3?
Gakpo, I'll say.
Gakpo
12.
12.
Darwin 4.
Okay, that levels it all out now. We're going down to 4.
4. God,
Luis Diaz 14. No, I'm joking. Luis Diaz 15.
15.
Yeah, I think it'll be his best season.
All right. Okay, 4. You know, that's rude, bro.
Yeah, my dad's just said
Let's
that.
hear yours, by the way. Like, don't think yours.
Yeah, no, I'm gonna give you mine.
Yeah.
I'm gonna write this down as well, just so I know.
Well, I'm gonna write down as well. So
No, I'm gonna make sure because I know I'm gonna write properly. So go on.
okay, Salah. What is he on? 3 at the moment. Okay.
3 and 3.
35. I'm gonna go with
That's
Jota 16. Nunez 18. Chiesa 10. Diaz 20. Gakpo. Diaz is gonna be playing, bro. 12.
Okay.
I think he's got a higher number than you, G.
Yeah, for Salah, yeah, he's put him.
No, I think he's got a higher number of goals than you.
Yeah, because he's put Diaz at 20.
He's got Salah at 35.
Well, yeah.
Come on now.
Hold on, what can you read? What was mine again? Can you just read it out to me if you go read
it? G's one is 18 Jota, Diaz 12, Salah 27, Chiesa 8, Nunez 14, Gakpo 12.
Can I change Darwin's?
You changing G or are you keeping it?
No, sorry. So Jota 18, Diaz 12. Sorry, read the next one.
Sorry, Jota 18, Diaz 12, Salah 27, Chiesa 8, Nunez 14, Gakpo 12.
And that's the different red and white yank.
Yeah, that would be the difference.
I'm not assuming we stay in the FA Cup and the League Cup for long this season.
With the players that we have in this team, man, surely.
Nah,
unless we draw against an Arsenal or a Man City, and even the Arsenal ones are at a push, the Man City one, then why can't we beat the other teams in the league?
We're not doing what we do normally. Like we'll probably drop out the League Cup earlier. We've got rid of so many reserve players because
we have got
we're
players. We can play the fringe one. So you'd have. Yeah. Let's say we rotate the team though. Let's say we rotate Kelleher in goal, Tsimikas left back, Bradley right, Gomez, Kwanzaa at defense.
If we want to win the league,
yeah,
then we're not going for everything.
No, but I mean is you can rotate and in the League Cup and still rest your main hitters. So I just said you can play Tsimikas left back, Bradley right back, Gomez and Kwanzaa centre back, Kelleher in goal. So that's Trent rested, Robbo rested, Virgil rested, Kanate rested, Alisson rested. Then in the midfield, you can rest Gravenberch, play Wataru in there. You can play Curtis in there if you want, and you can rest. That's a McAllister and the Gravenberch rested. Elliott comes in for Sobo, so that's all three in midfield rested. Chiesa comes in for Mo rested. Jota rested. Nunez up there. Diaz rested. Gakpo up there. So we have got a second string.
But you know what you've just done. But you know what you've just done, which doesn't win you games.
Why doesn't it?
Completely change the 11.
Why can't you change it if you don't?
You're not going to win. You're not going to win a team. You're not going to beat a team.
But there's no evidence to say that you can't.
You can play a complete 11 which haven't played together once. Apart from this game, you're throwing them in.
No. But these are professional football players. They even if they've not stepped foot at the same time on the pitch, they know each other's game inside out.
Well, if we do that, then you know.
But we want rested and we want to go and challenge for trophies, or we just don't want to challenge for trophies and keep the man them on the bench. What do we want to do?
It's all fun and games until West Ham just knock us out. So let's wait until that time.
Last season 5-1, man. So we can do that again. Why can't we do it again?
I'm not saying we can't. I'm confident that we could do that. But I'm just saying it's all fun and games until you get there. And
this was with a so-called not good Gravenberch and a not so good Sobo. They're better this season. Why can't they go and achieve more?
I don't want us to be throwing full everything at all cups. Like it won't get us over the line. It just won't. Like,
but you want to rest your main. But don't you want to rest your main guys so they're not playing, so they can play?
How many times do we play needless players in games that cost us in future games because they were injured or they just weren't fit enough, or we had to take them out. We had to take them off because they couldn't.
So do you want to play your main guys then in the cup games then? All the time?
If we've got a big opposition, we'll have to. If you really want to win it.
But
that's the difference.
So you don't think Bradley can come in and deputize Trent? You don't think Kwanzaa can come in and deputize a Kanate? You don't think a Curtis Jones or an Elliott can come in and deputize Sobo or Wataru can't come in and deputize a Gravenberch? We don't think.
So you're changing the 11 again? But
no. But I'm asking, don't you think these players are good enough to come in and deputize for the other player?
Yeah, but what if we haven't got one of them available? Then
well, we do now, so we can. We know at this current moment.
Okay, the West Ham game's different. The West Ham's game's different. Yeah. But I'm talking later down the line. Like, if we do West Ham and then we get Aston Villa away, yeah, just for example.
We don't have to rotate you completely, but it does mean that you can rest most of your players if you want to, because you have got adequate replacements.
The reason why I say it, Pops, is because when we challenged repeatedly, yeah, we were out of these competitions early. We were out of these competitions early when we won the cups. We were out of the competitions early.
But we challenged and we nearly won all four.
There's only one team that does it. There's only one team that does it and can do it. And
but we nearly won all four though, so we can do it.
But we didn't. We didn't because we tried all four.
No, but it was only down to one game each, bro. It's not like we fell off 6 games or 5 games before. It was only one game. One game in the Champions League
to get us over the line,
and one game in the Premier League.
We had to play Milner too much.
So you don't think these guys are good enough then, replacement? That's what I'm asking.
I'm telling you what I think, and what I think is if we didn't go for all 4 of those competitions, then we'd probably have taken 2 of them, and that's last season. And the season before, and the season before that.
See, the problem is when you try and put all your eggs in one basket, you don't get none at the same time, bro. You have to try and win every competition. Obviously, you look at it. If you got mad injured players, and
that's how you feel.
Yeah, no.
But that's not how I feel.
So you want to select the Premier League with no guarantees?
I'd rather we came out of the League Cup early.
You know, it's a fact. If you try and win every competition, you're more likely to win one. Then you actually put your eggs in one basket and trying to win just the one.
You haven't got a big enough squad, and you need a lot of chance.
But we've tried to win the Premier League how many times, bro?
But we've been burnt so many times for going for all trophies all the time.
There's no evidence to back up what you're saying, bro.
Well, there's a lot of Jurgen Klopp's legacy which is down to doing that.
Man City's in this league and Arsenal is in this league, bro. And you're telling me if we just solely concentrate that we're guaranteed to win it, that's not guaranteed.
Mate, if Arsenal, it wasn't us, it was Man City anyway. Like,
I'll show you why you're wrong.
Consistently.
I'll show you why you're wrong. Arsenal's tried to win the league twice. They've got knocked out of these cups early in the last 2 seasons, and have they won the league? No.
No, but that's the reason why they've been really close.
Really close and winning it is 2 different things, bro. We've been really close and still not won it.
It's 20 points closer than they've ever been. Twice.
We're still not winning it, bro. That's what I'm saying. You're saying it under guarantee. If we scrap these games and put all of our eggs in one
Manchester
basket,
City are.
we're not guaranteed to win it. Man City don't do that. They try and win every competition they're in. They've won the League Cup the most in the last, 10 years, or how long they've been just dominating it apart from recent. The FA Cup, they've won that how many times? The Premier League, they've dominated. And the Champions League, they've always got far.
We've literally just talked about the fact that they've got £100 million players to come in as reserves.
No matter, bro. You're saying you just said they don't put all their eggs in one basket. They do, bro. They don't put all their eggs in one basket. Sorry, they try and win all competition. When it comes to the latter stage,
the only team to do it. The only team to do it, and that's Guardiola's philosophy. I don't think this is going to be Slot's philosophy. I just don't.
I would rather try and win everything that you're in instead of trying to pick and choose. Because if you don't win them, you end up being like Arsenal. And you've had years now where your manager's been here playing good football and challenging, but you're not winning. So what are we doing? We just want to challenge and look good, or do you want to at least collect some trophies along the way?
Okay. I think he goes for the more, because if you look at Feyenoord, when he got to that Conference League final, didn't he win the league and cup in the same season?
I can't remember if he won it, but I know he definitely won the league and the cup the year after.
Yeah, or he went far in the cup
the year after. He won the cup the year after.
He went far in the cup though, but for me, I think we should try and win everything with him. I'm not too fussed about the League Cup, but we won it last year with the kids, so let's win it again with the kids, plus Darwin.
Why though? Yeah, sorry, go ahead, G. Go on.
No, listen. Yeah, we don't know, innit? Like, I think that's what it is. We actually don't know how this is going to pan out, because we could play, like, I think Endz is right. We've got enough to rotate, and you could rotate, but that might not work. But if it does work, and someone just said it there in the chat about we've got Madrid and then City 3 days later, I'll be real. He might just play the same team in both of those games. He might, but he may also rotate a couple of players that he thinks. And also remember, we don't know how the game's going to go. That Madrid game, we could be, hopefully, we could be 4-0 up at half time. He might sit there and think, you know what?
I thought you were going to say 2-0.
No, because he's not silly. Like, it's clearly what we've seen of him. He's not a silly man, right? We don't know, innit? So we until we get into those game situations, things may change. He might have had an idea to say, I might need to keep such and such on for 75 minutes because if the game is in this situation. But if we go 5-0 up and it's, we've got half an hour to go, he might say, I could just take off all of them. Do you get what I'm trying to say? Like, and then that saves them for the, our game against Manchester City, I think it's afterwards. So yeah. Everything can change. I think it's all going to just depend on what happens. Hey, Savage, don't laugh. I think it's all going to depend on what happens, in these games and, stuff like that, because when we're 5-0 up against Madrid, and I'll say it again, when we're 5-0 up, we can, we can change up and, do this stuff. But let's just see. We don't know what Slot is going to do. These times he took off players at half time and that. So no one's safe anyway. So let's just see how he decides to play it and what he deems to be important enough. He might not trust Trey and Morton to play against West Ham in that game. He might not. He might just say, nah, rather Endo and Elliott and all of these guys, potentially. Or he might actually sit there and say, no, I think we're good enough to play with these guys, and maybe Diaz might start or Jota might start or whoever kind of thing. So I think we just have to wait. We have no data for this guy. No data.
Yeah, you're still gonna have all these other players. If we rotate, you're still gonna have all your big hitters.
Yeah, on the bench. Yeah, on the bench.
With maybe an Addy, maybe a Rio on there, a Trey on there. You know what I mean? If you want to give these guys some minutes, the young bucks. But yeah, we have to go for everything. Bro.
Hey, when we're 5-0 up, I don't want no one to chat to me. I don't want no one to say shit.
Hey, bro, with the amount of goals that man them predicted.
Oh, who got the most goals on that
list? It was Endz or Lewis. Yeah, one of the two.
What were the numbers in total? What were the numbers in total?
40. I'll work it out.
Hey, Endz is gonna take time. Let me just look.
Relax, bro. Relax, man. This is just, there's no need for it. No need. There's no need. Go on. What's yours?
65 plus 14, 79 plus 12, 10, 8, 9.
Right, man, taking. I've already worked out two of them.
You have not sat. Okay, what would it? I don't know why you're lying on the. We can see you, bro. We can fully see you.
Mental maths is in there, bro.
All right, who are the two that you worked on?
Well, probably mine. Mine were all just even numbers.
K-Mac and Lois.
Yeah. Because came at 10s and 20s. Yeah, my son's doing 10s and 20s and them things.
You're changing the goalpost again. You told me I didn't do it. I'm telling you I did do it. Now you're changing the goalpost. I won you lot, bro. That's right. See, this is where you treat Nunez, and that's why you don't like it. Don't treat him good, bro. That's fine. When he's scoring the goals,
just tell us who's got the highest. Who's got the highest?
I'll work mine out. Fuck, I don't care about yours no more.
All right, so no, I'll just work on my own then.
I don't care about yours, bro.
Okay, so I'll work on my own, bro.
Yeah, it was me.
How many have you got?
110.
110.
That's ridiculous.
Oh,
just think of that. That's without midfielders and Virgil's head.
How much assists are they getting then? Hold on.
That's insane. I bet you my was the realistic one.
I think we're getting a 10+ season from Szoboszlai.
He's got one assist.
Sorry, can someone in the chat let me know how many goals the attacker scored last season?
Over 100. No, that was a team, innit? As a team.
That was a team. Because I feel like
we had 7 from McAllister and Dom last season. 7 goals each.
Honestly, where you at, man, with the stats on that, bro?
Nah, let Honesty relax, bro. Honesty's chilling, bro.
No, Honesty's the guy, bro. Like, you know what I'm saying? Honesty's the guy, man.
Like, Trent got 4, didn't he? He got 4 goals last season. Virgil got 3.
Now I've got to do up Google and that.
Before Trent finished, he was unbelievable.
Didn't Robbo get 2 as well last season?
I can't believe he did 4 for Nunez, bro. He took the piss, bro.
I have to change it.
Nah, it's alright, bro. Keep your you know what I mean?
I'll change it.
No, keep it. It's fine.
So is mine about 90? Is mine about 90?
Yours is 90.
Yeah, it's realistic. Yeah. And then the rest chip in takes us about 100.
92.
15, 20. Ash, if Darwin could shoot, he would have been 200 goals.
No, I don't even think that's even alive, bro.
No.
How many big chances did he miss last season? 20.
That's disgusting.
I'm just getting up the goals for how much they scored last season.
Didn't he hit the woodwork 15 times last season?
Oh my God, what a pony.
You know the goalpost is a part of the goal sometimes, bro. You can
Shut up, Endz.
It's a part of the goal, innit? So sometimes you can hit.
I've got to shoot, guys, all right? And I'll see you later, all right?
Hey, big up.
Right. 90, that seems about right.
Nah, because obviously if these guys didn't even get that many goals last season, then I don't know why I'm predicting such high numbers. Like,
are you looking what they did last season?
Yeah, I'm just trying to look, and then I can maybe.
The upgrade from 𝑵𝑬𝑾𝑺 to 𝑘𝑧's map, by the way.
Yeah, of course, yeah.
But 𝑵𝑬𝑾 didn't even play. Is an upgrade?
I didn't rate 𝑵𝑬𝑾𝑺, I can't lie.
Oh,
he's on loan. Don't worry, man. Keep an eye on it.
You like the worst players, don't you, Endz?
So 110, 91, 90, and 92.
So we're saying, Jesus Christ.
How much did they get last season?
So I've got a few of them up now. Anyway, we'll go through them. Trying to get all of them up. So Darwin Nunez, obviously we know he got 18 last season. Who got close to 18? Like who put like close to 18?
I put 18.
Okay, so you think you'll get the same amount of goals? Okay.
You got 14. K-Mac got, he said 10. No, he's got 4.
I want to change it.
No, keep it, bro. You could be right.
Diogo Jota last season got 15 goals. Who got close to 15?
I put 16.
Okay.
You put 18. I put 15. Those put 16.
Okay, so yeah, we're kind of in and around that. Diaz, he got 13.
Diaz, 13.
You said 20.
20 this season. Yeah. Don't say it like that. We could do 12.
I'm just saying you put 20. Is that not correct?
Yeah, I did. 12 from you. Came back done 15. And I did 15 as well.
Cool. Salah got, you might have said 35, yeah. Last season got 25. So you're saying he's going to score 10 more goals than he scored last season?
Yeah.
Fair. How much did he get?
I'm not mad at that. 25 last season.
25.
Oh,
no comp. He got 25.
In all comps, he got 25 goals.
And that was a bad season, do you get me?
I thought that. I think that's quite low, to be fair, but it's just my opinion.
Yeah. No. Hey, and I'm not even. I think it's low too.
Also,
Salah standard.
Yeah, so I've gone 35. You've gone 27.
That's why I was shocked at what you gave him. I was like, right, okay.
30 from K-Mac, and I was giving him Salah 35 as well.
Cool. Who else is there? Oh, yeah, Gakpo. Gakpo got 16.
16? That's good. For Gakpo, did you say?
Yeah, Gakpo got 16.
That's good, bro.
Gakpo got 16. And Chiesa, we'll add in Chiesa because he's here now. He got 10 last season.
Chiesa got 10.
I said 8, so I feel like that's kind of...
All right, so in terms of our strikers, they also had 87 goals last season. So we're saying my jump is mad still, I ain't gonna lie.
Yeah, so I'm saying your jump was crazy.
You
giving Mo 10 more goals.
What's that? 3, 5. So you jumped up by 5 lowest. G, you jumped up by 4. And K-Max jumped up by 3.
So we all kept within the same, other than you decided that, we think we're gonna just be a Mazza.
What's wrong with what I said, bro? So what's that? 23 goals? I think we'll jump up by.
I don't think we can hit 23 goals though, because I just feel like the way that we play as well, it doesn't look like the way that would get you 23 extra goals. I don't feel like I get that from the vibe. By the way, that's not a bad thing, like, because that's already bare goals that we've scored. You know what I'm trying to say? That's a lot of goals. So yeah, and I don't know how many Nunez. I don't know how many 𝑑𝑫𝑨Z, McAllister, and all these other guys. Like, they're all obviously going to contribute in some way. So yeah.
No, listen, it's interesting, man. I want to see, because that's 87 goals last season and only 1 trophy to show for it. So maybe the extra 23 helps us. You know what I mean? That's the Premier League. Maybe that's an FA Cup. Maybe that's the Champions League with the extra 5 that you're saying we'll get in the Real Madrid game. Or 4.
No, true.
5 or 4. So we could.
No, I said 5. No, I definitely said 5.
Nah, it's an interesting one, man.
Bro, I just see Real Madrid got another player injured, bro. Like, they're not. You know,
apparently they will be back though, because I think they got Tchouaméni injured.
Oh.
I want to say there's another 2 that's injured as well. Bellingham obviously is injured, but I think they're all going to be back around the time we play them.
Oh.
So they will have a fit squad. I don't think we need to rely or hope on that. That's going to be the case, isn't it? If we want to beat them, we have to beat them regardless. Because we don't know what our squad might look like going into that game.
Yeah, true. Yeah, true.
Yeah, so we might be depleted, bro.
No, let's. I think it's gonna be interesting because it's. But I said this already about Real Madrid. I don't care about what form they're in. I don't care who's not available. Like, only one time when we slapped them at Anfield, like years ago with Torres and Gerrard. That's the only time I ever looked at Madrid and were like, bro, these guys are rubbish. Did you get what I'm trying to say? And yeah, that's the only period of time where I've ever looked at Madrid really and thought they're not that good, kind of thing.
If we can even up the percentage of how Las Palmas played against them in La Liga.
Yeah,
we can beat them, bro. You already saw how, a certain striker was moving up front, bro, for them. So, you know what I mean? And we drew with them with our C team, you would say. And Real Madrid with their A team couldn't beat them. So, you know what I mean?
Let's see.
Ancelotti seems to, like, since 2005, he's like got a curse on us. He always beats us, doesn't he? All the time. Since 2005.
Yeah.
Big up Barry, bro.
That Champions League group that apart from Real Madrid, I look at it and I know that like AC Milan are there. There's a few big clubs in terms of name, but when I look at the squads, I think not really that good.
No, you're right. The AC Milan, the beginning of their season has been. I heard there's beef with Leao and
Yeah.
is it Teo
Yeah, that was
Hernandez? I
mad.
see that.
The
Yeah,
picture he posted up on Twitter was mad. Did you
that was
see
the
it?
maddest picture.
And them
Yeah,
having
that was
beef
the
in the
maddest
squad.
picture.
That's good for us, man. No harmony.
Yeah, yeah, you know, of course. Yeah, of course.
I mean,
And I
some
think
members,
we'll beat Bayer Leverkusen away as well.
I swear we're playing them at home.
Is at home?
I think that
No,
them
I
two are
can't
at home. Real Madrid and Leverkusen. They have to come to Anfield.
I think that's gonna be interesting watching facing off against those.
They can't come and punch us up our home ground, bro. I don't care what. We can't.
Bro, if Alonso was to punch, you know, it'll be mad. I don't want to speak into ether, but like, if that does happen, yeah, let's just say it's gonna be a funny conversation after that. I trust. Super funny.
And big up to Barry. Before we head out, man, big up to Endz defending Darwin from these ridiculous talking points. Yeah, I think they're ridiculous as well, bro. That's why I said I can't wait to see if the conversion rate is higher.
It's okay, Barry.
Okay, Barry. No, because I told you, man, them are going to be like,
Barry, it's okay.
I don't like the way he walked off the pitch. I don't like the way he came off the bench. I don't like the way he laughed or smiled when he missed the chance. No, we want our players to be kicking billboards and punching posts. That's what we want, yeah, to show their anger. Maybe he's just angry inside. You smile, you know. Fine, man. It's fine. So when Mo does that dickhead grin on his face when he misses, man, I'm cool with it.
Yeah, but when you're putting in 25 anyway, does it matter?
I don't care, bro.
On a bad day. On a bad day.
In that
Lowe's,
moment,
would you say that was even a bad season? Come on.
In that moment.
Seriously, what is your problem with Salah?
I don't have one. I really love Salah.
You really don't, because you're forever slating him.
I don't forever.
Last season and now.
Last season in 7 years, bro. I can't have a season where I don't like my player's performance. So one out of how long?
You can, but like you were going too far with it.
No, I wasn't. I gave proper points.
You did, didn't you, G?
No,
he was going too far.
Yeah, see, this is why I like you, G, because you talk the truth, unlike saying now someone else.
No, I told you about you guys in these spaces, man. You keep listening to these stupid people talking in these spaces.
Hey, that's them. All I'm saying.
My points is not the same as theirs. Mine was performance-based, and it wasn't playing well for the team itself. Not his goals, not his assists.
Hey.
Coming for football Twitter, yeah?
Hey, listen, that's you guys in the spaces, man. Listening to these guys, I don't know nothing about football.
My sister's just nodding her head at you here, by the way, Endz.
I'll big up to my Twitter gang, bro. You guys know I'm so love. My name said, "Yo, Endz, you said I don't know football." Nah, man, I'm playing, bro. Relax. It's not that deep. G, I know you had a stream earlier. You did one about Ivan Toney.
More money, no problems, man. More money, no problems. Yeah, no, I was having a conversation with my boy actually. We was talking about the whole Ivan Toney thing, and yeah, it was just really I just wanted to get people's opinions more than anything on the whole situation. Obviously, him moving there and much money he's on, because I see people angry about it, even though it's not affecting their life. But people were angry. Some people said, "Oh, he's, you know what I mean, he's been a bit of a waste man. Why doesn't he just stay in the UK and earn the measly 36 bags that he was getting when he could be making up to $1 million? You know, who would want to do that, right? Like, so
nah,
yeah,
just don't play for Brentford, man.
Yeah, you know, like that. Just play for Brentford, and you know, it is what it is.
Fine.
But yeah, no, it was just that, and I might do a video just like talking about, because I haven't spoken about the Champions League draw that we've got. So yeah, I might drop a video like that soon. We've got England tomorrow, so yeah.
Oh, is England playing tomorrow?
Republic of Ireland.
Come on, Ireland.
Yes, Republic of Ireland.
Come on, Ireland.
All right, man. Let's see what happens, man. I see the man then called, bro, loud Nunez, man. Why? You can have an opinion on Nunez. I just don't think it's valid in some aspects. That's all. Call him out if you want. I told you I'm giving him one more season. If he does well, he does well. If he doesn't, he doesn't. But if he does well,
do you think he gets a new deal?
Who?
Darwin. Because he's only got 18 months left on it.
No,
I thought it was 2027.
Someone said the other day on Twitter it's 18 months.
Told you about these guys then. No, I don't. To be fair, I can't even remember when he signed.
I don't know, because I thought it was a bit
probably
short.
does, to be fair.
But
let me check.
This is his third season, so it probably is, right?
When did he sign?
Yeah,
2000.
5 years deal.
I thought it was a 6 year.
Because he had the season before when he scored 15 and he scored 18 last season. So this is his 13. His third season, sorry.
How did he score 18 goals?
He scored 15 the year before, was it? Or 13? Something like that. So there's an improvement there already.
I want him to prove me wrong. Like, I know that, like,
It's not his job to prove you wrong, by the way.
Well, it is though, but it kind of is though, isn't
not
it?
it's not his job.
Well, it kind of is though, isn't it? It is.
Not really, because he plays.
Yeah, it is though.
Regardless of what you think of him, he still plays for them.
Oh,
So,
all right, Mr. Technicality.
but when he scores, he's not going.
But
You know
I didn't mean like prove me personally.
Hey, listen,
I'm
when
just
he
saying.
scores, let's go.
To let people talk, or because
it's
it's your YouTube channel, you're thinking you're all hard. Let me finish.
Why are you attacking me now?
No, just saying. Listen. I cannot prove me personally wrong, but I want him to go out there and score 20, 30 goals. But I just don't think he can or will. But I want to be wrong. I want to be wrong about him. I really do, because it's only helpful for our club. But I'm not going to be wrong.
You want to be wrong, but you're not going to be wrong. So I don't know, man. What's that positive toxicity again? When you're just being positive, but you don't really want to.
I want to be wrong.
Toxic positivity, yo.
Thank you, bro. Appreciate it.
It's mad. It's mad.
No, you want him to do well. Do well.
I want him to do well, and I want him to, of course, I do, because it helps Liverpool.
Well, you don't think he'll be right?
But
but Lois is allowed. Like, you're not gonna like every player that's in your team. It's impossible to do so. You know what I'm saying? So she is the same way you can say that about Salah or any other player you may or may not like. You can dislike. Like, there's gonna be at least there's always usually one in every team that I think about. Like, even throughout all the years that I've supported Liverpool back to 96, I always sit there and think there was always that one player that I just never really liked. Like, just for some weird reason, for whatever it was, whether it was just because they were crap or I don't know, I didn't like the way he did something. There's just always going to be one. There's just always one. So, unfortunately, we live in a day and age where social media is a bit mad, isn't it? So, I just typed Nunez into Twitter. Yeah, if you see the stuff that comes up, it's mad. Bro, it's crazy. It's so crazy. And all I did was just type Nunez. You've got good stuff. Like, the first thing I saw was Darwin scored the goal against Newcastle, where he bagged the 2 goals. But then some of the misses that they like turned into memes. Like, it's crazy. It's actually bad.
It's mad. Arsenal fans were proper excited when they were linked with him as well.
Zubiri said, I don't want to judge, but why does all stupid opinions be wrong or be right? And Zubiri, that's a great question, man. You have to ask the people that. They want to be proven wrong. Apparently, Darwin needs to score because of them, innit?
Nah, I don't.
There you go. All right, Gary. I get it, man. Yo, Gary.
It's not a stupid opinion. It's just a valid opinion.
Is it valid, though?
Yeah, of course it is. Everything I say is valid.
Oh, okay. You're the type of person that says...
Nah, I'm really joking. I'm only joking.
All right. But listen, man, big up, Lois. I appreciate you jumping in, man.
Yeah, thank you for having me.
Always. But listen, with this, stay out of them spaces, man. I think it's
I'm trying to, but then like if I watch your channel, I'll turn against Salah, and I don't want to turn against the Egyptian king, do I? So it's 50-50. I go on Twitter and listen to all the rubbish there, or come here and start hating our star player. So I don't know which way. I'm stuck in the middle. I have to just sit with Kells.
There's plenty of star players in the team, not only Mo Salah.
Yeah, but he's the best attacker that we've got by far.
All right, no problem, man. No problem. Hopefully this season you can create some goals for Darwin, and Darwin can score and have a higher conversion rate.
And hopefully he doesn't take it past the keeper and put it in the top of the cup.
It's when Chiesa scores the most goals this season.
Come on, Jay.
Yeah, I know. It's not.
Big up, guys. Over and out. Peace.
Take care.
Bye.